Lord have mercy. What's up, YouTube? Welcome back to another episode of the Wiley Show. Sorry for my delay. I'm actually getting myself together and getting my house, my closet cleaned. And I found this shirt. I'm so historically black, 365 days. Today is officially Black History Month, but every day is Black History. And of course, I got my Armani watch. Supporter bought me a Armani watch. I was able to find that in the closet and had all this stuff in there. So I'm rocking my watch, my Armani watch. What up, though? Looking forward to being in Chicago. If the weather permits, I'll be in Chicago doing some content. Going to go over some birthday plans. Going to bury my friend on Friday, and planning my grandmother's 88th birthday, 88 another year. So that's going to be later on this month. So I'm trying to find a keyboard player, a saxophone player, so we can see some gospel tunes and all of that. So that is going to be for her birthday on February the 20th. So I'm trying to plan all that good stuff. But, the weather, I got my window, got my blinds open. Like the weather is weathering here in Texas. And a lot of people, they can't move around, a lot of car accidents, because, again, a lot of people don't know how to drive. You just have to drive slow, pace yourself, be safe. But I do speak to the failure to the leadership in the city of Dallas. I speak to the failure of Dallas leadership, because they should be able to prepare for winter months. And I personally believe that the mayor and also the governor should be able to prepare for these winter months. I believe that is a failure. They should have a stockpile of salt, sand trucks on deck where they can deploy 500 to deploy the National Guard to help ice the roads and all of that. I feel like it's a failure of the state leadership in this particular state. Definitely a failure on all parts. Failure on the state level, failure on the also on the local level as well, county level as well, because they should automatically have stuff stockpiled. It shouldn't be just a little ice shut down an entire place. That's a failure of the Democratic Party, a failure of the Republican Party in Dallas as Texas, period. It's a failure all the way across the board. Since I've been in this place, I believe been here for about 6 years. Give me a sec. I've been here 6 years, 2017, March of 2017, I came to Texas from Chicago, and ever since the weather, it hasn't really acted when I first got here, but now lately it has been acting up. And so definitely the state have to do a better job to get that on top of the thing. And I definitely will be making some more phone calls with our mayor, and also going to be making a letter with our governor that what is your plan? Have a stockpile of salt trucks and deploy the National Guard to make sure we are safe, so we don't have to have these type of winters due to the fact of global warming. It's going to be more of that, okay? So we want to make sure that our residents are safe and making sure that people are able to still do without missing a beat, because this is not terrible weather. It is just the failure of state leadership, a failure of all parts, the Democratic Party as well as the Republican Party as well. So we're going to have to do a better job in making sure they stay on top of it and deploy. If I was the governor of this great state of Texas, I would make sure that we deploy over our National Guard to make sure the areas are so salted and sanded, whatever it takes to make sure we have our National Guard deployed for those type of emergencies that goes on when they're dealing with Mother Nature. But I'm not the governor. But if I was your governor, we would definitely deploy that. All right, because we at a surplus, meaning we got billions of dollars in the bank. And what are we doing for that? It shouldn't be icy on the ground. This should be taken care of within 24 hours. Now, looking out my window and I'm seeing a lot of stuff, and it feels really good to be back on YouTube. And when I was cleaning out my closet, you guys, decluttering, and I found my watch, my Armani watch, and somebody actually bought me another watch as well. Many years ago, they brought me these Armani watch, and I got another watch as well, a black one. I love my black one. I got that as well. And so I was cleaning out the closet. Then I also found this book. I found The Gay Preacher's Wife, How My Gay Husband Deconstructed My Life and Reconstructed My Faith. This book was everything. I remember I read this when I was in Chicago. I don't know how I found this book, who she interviewed with, but I remember buying this copy of this book many years ago, and it was definitely a great book. So I highly suggest people watch this book, read this book, because she definitely spills some tea about a man that's living on the down low. All right. So The Gay Preacher's Wife, and pretty much you will see how it came out. It's a very good story that you all, it's happened in real life, but it's a good story that you all need to hear and read. And so I'm going to reread this book because, again, I haven't read it. It's been years since I've read the book, and it's bringing back memories of different stuff that happened in the book. Definitely read that. And also, I found this other book, Rick Ross, his book, Hurricanes, a memoir. So I have found his memoir in the closet. So I was going through my closet and finding all of that type of stuff and being exposed. The Gay Preacher's Wife, being with this man of God, and she contracted something from this man of God because he was going on them type of international trips where the preachers, and he was on the down low. So you got to be careful with that. But one thing I can say about her Gay Preacher's Wife, he wasn't dealing with minors. He wasn't telling nobody to turn around in a circle and throw that bread basket in a circle. So that's one thing that I cannot, he wasn't doing that. He wasn't telling no 15, 14-year-old to throw that bread basket in a circle. So that's one thing that he was not doing when it came about, okay? So, I was going in there and reading that, and I was just having a good time, and I want to thank Brandy, her staff, her team, for sending me over this signed copy of this Brandy album. And when I put this out there, of this copy of this of this album signed by Brandy, thank you for the super sticker, Miss Love, and thank you for coming a member and a super sticker. Thank you, welcome. So Brandy team sent this over to me, and I had it for a while, and they sent this over, this signed copy of her vinyl, her album that she did, Brandy, and she did an album. And of course, they got Baby Mama and they got Love Again. Okay. And a couple of Armand Wiggins fans was in there saying, and I'm copying off Armand Wiggins. My relationship with Brandy Norwood is my relationship with Brandy Norwood. I've actually known Brandy for a very long time, know people in her staff for a very long time. And so I post a picture on my community wall. Like I said, I don't delete any comments because it's all engagements. And people are saying, oh my gosh, you're trying to be like Armand Wiggins because he got an album from Missy Elliott and you're trying to be like him. No, I'm not trying to be like him at all. I have my own personal relationship. She follows me, I follow her, and everything of that nature. We be on the phone sometimes. And so that's what we do. So I'm not trying to be like anybody else. Nothing like that. I'm not trying to be like him at all. We wish him nothing but the best with him and, Cardi B eating tacos and putting drinks down your throat. There's nothing wrong with that. But I have my own personal relationship. But of course, anytime I have some successes, you get a sector of Armand Wiggins fans, all they do is troll me. And I don't mind they're trolling me because it's in engagements. As long as they don't use profanity, you're able to use any type of comments. But it's a sector of Armand Wiggins fans that I feel welcoming to come over to criticize me on Twitter, Instagram, on all social media. They don't really do it on Instagram as much because we have blocked at least 30 Armand Wiggins fans on my IG because they were trolling. We don't mind you on the internet, on YouTube, as long as you don't use profanity. We welcome you to comment. But on my IG, if you come in trolling me on my IG, you will instantly be blocked, because my IG, that is my home. And my IG is what I just want to see nothing but positive comments. If you're trying to get me together, you will immediately be blocked. I've learned that from Lovelyti. Now, I won't block you on YouTube. I will block you on IG, because IG, I don't get paid, and I shouldn't have to deal with your aggressiveness on a site that I'm not getting a check from. So you will be immediately blocked. Immediately. I've blocked so many people on my IG, and so my IG is good now. I post my videos. I'm on TikTok. And we almost got how many followers we got, Paul? Because last time I checked, Paul, I think you posted, we almost had 400 followers on TikTok. And some of y'all know y'all old, y'all don't do TikTok, but let me go and see if it's on the TikTok. Okay, some of y'all up in age. Y'all don't know nothing about no TikTok. Some of y'all still got cordless phones at home and answer machines. So we got 394 followers on TikTok. We need 1,000 followers on TikTok. We need 1,000 followers so we can go live over there on the TikTok program. We can go live over there. So what we need y'all to do is to follow us right now on the TikTok. Some of y'all have already followed. We are 606. We are 606 away from that 1K mark. And so again, make sure you make a TikTok. We got videos on the TikTok. We be dancing on the TikTok, showing love. We be dancing. Let me see you walk. Wow. Oh, okay. So we be dancing on the TikTok and having a good time on the TikTok. And then we did Everybody Dance Now. We did that. And so we dance on the TikTok. We have a great time. We got other videos coming. We got the Dr. Wiley character coming as well. You can answer your questions. I will answer it on TikTok as well as the YouTube Shorts. Officially today, Dr. Wiley will be back for some more relationship advice. We're going to be posting that on our YouTube Short. That should be dropping today, and that will be dropping on all our social media sites as well, starting today. Non-stop February of YouTube Shorts, as well as TikTok, as well as IG. And one thing about a YouTube Short or a TikTok, you can post that on all social media, on TikTok, YouTube, all of that type of stuff. So that's what we're going to be doing. So Dr. Wiley would be giving relationship advice, and Dr. Wiley would be giving, religious advice, all type of things on our TikTok. Again, we did something very viral that happened a couple of weeks ago where we, when we asked people, when a man come in a room, you supposed to stand. And when we put that rumor out there, not a rumor, but a statement, I was getting a lot of resistance from a lot of people. I ain't standing for no man. What they not gonna do? I said, listen, this is my advice. This is what I'm giving. I think in order of a man, when a man come in the room, you supposed to stand is in his presence. When President Obama comes into the room, you supposed to stand. When President, any type of dignitary or king or queen, you supposed to honor that president, because a man is royalty. I need y'all to type in the chat, a man is royalty. I need you to type in the chat, a man is royalty. I need y'all to type that in the chat. A man is royalty. So when you see a king come into the room, you supposed to stand for that king. When you see a king come in the room, you supposed to stand. That's your husband. I'm speaking for your husband's sense of a husband. And so when that man come, you supposed, as a woman, as his wife, supposed to have the food cooking, and he's supposed to eat first, because that man is a worker. He's the provider. He's the head. That is what you're supposed to do as a wife. And most of y'all are not wives and anything like that. Y'all are girlfriends and side pieces. So that ain't for you. But I'm talking about the wife. I'm talking about a wife that love and honor her husband. You supposed to cook your man food, and you supposed to make sure it's hot and fresh, and not a TV dinner, not a KFC, not a Popeyes, not a McDonald's, any of those things. You supposed to make sure that your man eats good. You're supposed to do that as a wife, all right? And if you don't know how to cook, baby, go to Google. Google recipes. It's step by step. It is no excuse for you to be sitting at home and not knowing how to cook for your husband. All right? Take time out of that cooking, going and getting all that false hair and all that fake baby hair and learn how to cook. Learn how to make a pot of greens and string beans, a pot roast, and making all type of vegetables and making sure your man eat a lot of proteins and all of that type of stuff. And that is what you're supposed to do as a wife, right? Okay? That's what you're supposed to do in this Black History Month. On all days of the month is cook for your husband. Okay? Cook for your husband. And that is what you're supposed to do. You're supposed to stand for your husband. And that's what you're supposed to do as a wife. So again, my TikTok going to have a spiritual aspect, a comedic aspect, and keeping it real aspect. All right, because we have already been posting on our TikTok and our YouTube shorts, and most content creators are going to follow my lead. We are an influencer. You can get paid starting today by posting YouTube shorts. So on our show, we do YouTube shorts for all the people that love the short content. We do the long form content, whether we do 2-3 hours worth of content for those. And then for those that like the replays for the premiere, we do those. So we're catering to every single audience. It is no excuse. So now when I get on my page, you don't know when the last time you went live. You see it on the video tab, everything. On the laptop, everything. You see YouTube shorts. We on TikTok. We on Instagram. We on Twitter. We everywhere. We even on Snapchat. And somebody actually Snapchat me something really nice couple of days ago. So we on Snapchat, all at the Wiley Show. So you can follow us. So if you're not following us on those sites, I don't know what you're doing, because we are everywhere. We on station here where we do unfiltered radio type of commentary. We do unfiltered stuff on our members only. We everywhere. So it's literally no excuse for why you're not on the Wiley Show train, right? Become on the Wiley Show train, and we are all on these type of sites. And I appreciate the love that you all give us on there. All right. Okay. No, I'm not back on. And let me tell y'all something. My personality, I'm turned. I haven't drunk the energy drink going on 2 months. I haven't drunk an energy drink in 2 months. I'm just high off of life. See, the problem is my energy is stronger now because I'm on a diet, and because I push back on the caffeine, and because I push back on the energy drink. It's just my energy is strong. All right? My energy is strong. My energy is that type of energy because I am high off of life. All right? I was kissing somebody. They was real greasy. So I'm keeping my lips like that because whoever I was kissing, they did a good job. All right? So I told her I'm not going to wipe off the lip gloss. She had a lot of lip gloss and all that type of stuff. I said, in honor of you, my queen, I'm going to make sure I keep that lip gloss on my lips, and I'll wipe it off once I'm off camera. I was kissing somebody. It was an amazing kiss. Something like that, because I'm doing, you know what I'm saying? I had to kiss her. She had a lot of grease. So, I had to kiss her. I had a lot of grease. She's a beautiful thing, everything like that. And so that's how that goes. So there you go. And so, yeah. So, and it's just amazing. So that's just how it is. And so I'm not rubbing it off. I'm keeping it right here on my lips. I'm not rubbing it off. I'm keeping it on my lips. I love greasy lip gloss. She's from the hood. She got on. So she's from the hood. Ghetto. And so that's what she wants. So I love that, okay? Okay. So I want to read a quote because today is Black History Month. Today is Black History Month. I need y'all to type in the chat. Today is Black History, the first day of Black History Month. And I'm reminded of a quote of the great ancestor Malcolm X. And I want to read this quote because this quote resonates with me every single day. It resonates me in honor of Tyree Nicholson, the brother that was brutally deleted by 5 blacks. Actually, it was a white police officer, but mostly 5 black officers plus a white officer and others. But I'm reminded of this quote. And I want to read it. And it said, "We are nonviolent with people who are nonviolent with us. Concerning nonviolent, it is criminal to teach a man not to defend himself when he is in constant victim of brutal attacks. There's nothing in our book, the Quran, that teaches us to suffer peacefully. Our religious teaching teaches us to be intelligent." And I want to definitely say that because a lot of people, I'm a very nonviolent person. But if you provoke me and get me into a corner, I have a right to defend myself. And so I love and I resonate with that quote for that way. And speaking about Tyree Nicholson, I want to make sure we bring his picture up there for a quick second. Thank you so very much, Tyree. All right, let's get into the topic. Today was, Tyree's funeral today, and I saw Reverend Al Sharpton. He gave a great eulogy, and also I love that Vice President Kamala Harris was there as well, and how she said that that Congress should go and pass the George Floyd Policing Accountability Act, and it's non-negotiable because when she was a senator, she sponsor the original George Floyd bill, and we definitely need that bill need to be implemented as well. This is why people, African Americans, we must continue to be organized and make sure that we get that bill passed. So shout out to Congresswoman Lee. She says she's going to reintroduce the bill as well. We must be organized and demand that this happen. The Speaker of the House and the man of all these other people do their job and do it well, and also make sure the Senate comply as well. So, because just like Vice President Harris said, that if that bill goes on President Biden's desk, he will sign it into law. Now, when I listened to Reverend Al Sharpton, he was giving his eulogy. He was talking about the 5 officers, how it is so sad that they were black officers, and how the ancestors fought to make sure that we get black police officers on the force, and then y'all are doing the same thing that we have fought for decades to stop police brutality. And so having that message, I think, is a very powerful message. Another powerful message that Reverend Al Sharpton said, listen, y'all move swiftly when it came to bringing justice, firing those officers and charging those black officers quickly, less than 30 days. And so that same type of energy and being just and justice and all of that need to be applied in all police misconduct and police brutality cases when it's a white officer. And we shouldn't be waiting forever and a day for that type of justice. And so I agree with that on there. And so that's why we must get involved and get active and do these type of things. Another point that I agree with him, with Reverend Al Sharpton, that a lot of people, he said, don't get into the activist work if you're not willing to do it long term, if you're not willing to, be consistent. Because a lot of times people say, oh, I want to be an activist, and then the next week they're out of it. I grew up on a lot of people that wanted to be activists. They were going to marches. They was getting felonies. They was doing it the wrong way. They had no plan. They just wanted to be on the news. And now they're suffering right now because they're trying to get jobs and they got all this stuff on their record. So you got to be very strategic in how you move out here. Now, yes, it is a high possibility that you will go to jail when you're out there protesting. So you got to make sure everything, your ducks is on the road. And there's other forms of protesting. It ain't just like hitting the streets and marching. That's one wing of it. But then you also have the media ring. You also have the political structure. Then you also have those that can raise money and give money to candidates and super PAC to organizations. You have that wing as well. So it's everybody played a part into this movement. So it's not just one way to play a part. It's other ways to play a part as well. And so as many other people, shout out to Tamika Mallory, and so many other people, Reverend Al Sharpton, Attorney Ben Crump. You got Minister Farrakhan, and you also got many leaders in the Nation of Islam as well. So I was super happy and exciting that that they put Tyree away in a it was a great home going, and I felt that and I'm really praying for his mother, his sisters, his brothers, his son, and his family, his entire family. Just really, really something. I'm honored that the vice president stayed for the entire service. She was there, so that's just really good to see Kamala Harris, see Vice President Harris in attendance, because so many people think that she don't do nothing, and she does a lot. And then also, a lot of people don't know the responsibilities of a vice president. They don't have the power like the president. The only thing that the vice president pretty much powers that they have is being the president of the Senate, but they don't really have that many more powers like that. So a lot of times people come at Kamala Harris and they say, what is she doing? What can she do? She just the vice president. Now, she could suggest like many other things that she suggests, but at the end of the day, it's up to President Biden to make those decisions, because he is the president. And that's why a lot of folks, my people, we have to educate our people, because some of us do not understand the responsibilities of these people that hold these positions and stuff like that. Like I was having a conversation. Of course, they should go away with qualified immunity. Of course, if you go and take somebody else, you should lose your home. You should lose your job. Your kids should lose their allowance. You should hurt them in their pockets. So that would deter people to say, okay, let me be careful and not take this person out, because I don't want to lose my livelihood. It should qualified immunity should go away. And if you take somebody, you lose your house, you lose your money, you go completely go broke. Your family got to end up in a homeless shelter. Let it be complete. You're completely broken, because that will send a signal to any bigot, any racist, that it is not okay to take an officer out. And that goes for black police or white, whatever your race. You cannot abuse your badge and use your badge to become a criminal. And that's something that I agree with Reverend Al Sharpton. He said, you can't try to fight crime and be a criminal. You can't do that. If you want to fight crime, then do it legally and don't become a criminal. And he said that on the white side of time, you can decrease crime without beating somebody to death. So have that same type of respect and mindset when you go to the black side of town and think and don't beat them down, and be able to do your job without committing a crime. And so these are the type of things that we should be addressing. So the funeral was nice. It was an amazing speech. I was able to hear an amazing eulogy as well. And we definitely need justice for Tyree, and I believe he will get that justice. A beautiful black brother. And so shout out to his family. And yeah, that's all I have to pretty much say for that support. I thank you so very much for that. And it was somebody else, because they share the same birthday. Oh my gosh. What's her name? They share the same birthday. It was another woman that died by the police. I can't think of her name right now, but I had it in my notes. But they have the same birthday. Let me make sure if I can find that. Let me see if I can find that. Breonna Taylor, thank you. So Breonna Taylor and Tyree have the same, were born on the same day. And the mother brought back so many memories. So make sure y'all keep Breonna Taylor, mother, in your prayers, her family in your prayers as well, because that's something that I found out. I found it out from Tamika Mallory, and she said that she had a conversation with Breonna Taylor's mother, and she found out that Tyree and Breonna had the same birthday. And so, just pray. Just pray. Just pray. Okay. Hello. Yes. Hello. Hello. Yes, ma'am. I'm doing my show right now, mother. Okay, so you can call me back in about an hour. Okay, all right, mother. All right, bye-bye. That was a mother from the B sector. Child, what in the world they calling me? Okay. All right. So that's how that goes. So, Tyreek hold on, let me make sure, because I can give you the birthday. Because his birthday is on Give me a second. Because his birthday is on. Let me make sure I get it right because I can just get it through my phone. Excuse me. Because I want to make sure we get his birthday. He was 29 years old, and so that's 29 years ago. I think it was 1993. What was his birthday in that year? I believe so. Yeah. So that's just how that goes. So I gotta make sure I can get his birthday because it's actually on the same day of that his birthday. Okay. So it's pretty much his birthday is on that day. And so on the same day as so that's be June 5th, 1993. So and that's actually on my brother's birthday, June 5th, if I'm not mistaken. So we definitely are praying for Breonna Taylor, and we also praying for Breonna Taylor family and also for Tyree's family as well. May he rest in peace. All right. Netflix. Now, this case, I was on the phone with my sister and I said, listen, they're cracking down on password sharing. So Netflix now, if you're not able to log in on your home device, on your home network, they will cancel your plan because they're cracking down on password sharing because a lot of people, one person get an account and they share with everybody. And so they're cracking down on that. And I think it's great because I think it's unfair to pay subscribers that's paying faithfully, and then you pay, and then you got about 15 people on your account. I think that's unfortunate that that's going on. So I'm glad that Netflix are cracking down on password sharing. I know Peacock and other these streaming sites are going to do it as well because what it does, people are getting all these free accounts. Like, no, like, come on. You pay for your money. I'm paying for it. You should be able to pay for it as well. Now, did I share the password with someone before in the past? Yeah, but I'm more mature now. I pay for my own stuff, and nobody's under my account because you got to pay. All right, you got to pay. Okay, so they have it where if you have an account and it's a certain plan where people is on your account. But if you're sharing it, you have to pay, and so that's is about it when it comes to that. And so that's how it is. If you ain't got the money, then you don't need to be watching on Netflix. It's just that simple, okay? And if they lose subscribers, they lose subscribers. It is what it is. I think they're going to gain subscribers, and so it's always about their bottom line. This is not uncommon. Other sites are already implementing policies where you can't use a device. You share accounts. As well. So that's what the type of thing that it goes. And so it goes for that type of stuff. So yeah. And if they lose subscribers, they will gain subscribers. And that's how that goes. So they definitely need to do that because again, I love Netflix. I was watching a movie. It was out in Nigeria. And so if y'all know the name of it, post it in the chat. The brother, the black man, he's a black teenager. His mom shipped him to Nigeria and he started befriending his cousin that was a scammer. It was a good movie. And and let me tell y'all something. I'm liking them African movies. I'm really, really liking them African movies. Like I'm liking Far From Home. I saw that. That was good. I'm liking it. It's really, really good. And Africa is an underserved community when it comes to their movie industry. And I think like if a lot of people invest in that could be a $300 billion a year revenue in Africa because it's a lot of great directors and great writers that's in Africa. And so I'm glad that Africa is getting their just due, and I'm loving those African movies and that series. Like I said, Far From Home, I believe that was the name of it. Far From Home, I believe that was the name of it, and it was about some Africans that was well off, and they went. It was one guy that wasn't really making money like that, so he had got into the school, and it was a great series. around like teenager Africans and stuff like that. It's really, really great. And so the name of that, I believe, was Far From Home. And so y'all got to really go on Netflix and really check out that site. Check out Netflix and go and get into those series and the movies and everything like that. Because that's what I do. I go on there and I check it out. Yeah, so I love it. Now, don't share any passwords because you ain't gonna be able to get access to your account. So you know what I'm saying? So get it together now. You know, with Spectrum, they give you free Peacock. And I think with T-Mobile, I think Spectrum, you get free Peacock. And it was something else free. I can't remember because you got to be, because some of these places give you free subscriptions for like Paramount Plus, and so it all depends upon your carrier. So they give you free stuff. So you got to make sure you keep in mind on all that type of stuff as well. So you know you got to really watch that type of stuff. You know you got to be very careful with it. And I love Netflix. I've talked to some of the executives over there at Netflix. It's great company. What they do for Black creators and Black directors and writers, what they did for Monique, they gave her a comedy special and paid her very handsomely. They did the right thing, even though she had to sue them, but eventually they did the right thing. So they're really good for Black creatives and for actors and for the community. Netflix is a good way. It's straight home. You ain't got to worry about going to the movies. You can watch that movie from your house. And so it's really, really great. And so again, I'm going to have some more phone calls with some Netflix executives and try to, you know, really work with them and to get some of the artists on my show. So I love it. I think that Netflix is a great site. It's not that expensive. And where you can watch thousands of movies and TV shows. It's just really, really great. And I like the Netflix originals because it's really, really good. I'm just now finishing up House of Cards. And I love that political drama. So I love it. So I can't wait. I will keep y'all updated when it comes to Netflix and all of that good stuff. So that's how that goes. Yes. Okay. Okay, before I get to Kanye West. You people, now I got to talk about this again because I got to update one of my Nation of Islam Connects sources. And they posted this on Instagram. And I want to make sure I don't want to go into details and read it. I just want to summarize what they said. Well, the Nation of Islam, they're upset. They're upset because you people did not get anybody from the Nation of Islam, any active members, to give their support for the movie. Like Sister saying Minister Farrakhan, they had Eddie Murphy in there. And they felt like this movie, it was trying to paint a war with the nation and the Sunni Muslims. They're trying to paint like a war between the two. And many people in the nation, they didn't like the fact that they brought up Minister Farrakhan and they brought up the Jewish people as well. They just didn't like it. If it was putting them and painting a war with them. So they didn't like the movie. They said they had absolutely no input of the movie at all. And as I look back and watch the movie, I can understand their frustration. I get it. I can understand it. I understand it well. I feel as though, you know, the director, the writers of it should have at least allowed a member of the Nation of Islam to have a conversation with the writers to make sure what they're saying is factual and represent the nation in the best accurate life. And they had Eddie Murphy as being part of the nation. But if you are a Nation Islam follower, you're not going to have a big beard and all that. You're going to be cleanly shaved, low cut, clean shave type of person. You ain't going to have no big old beard, hair everywhere. You're going to be smooth shaved and stuff like that. And they was completely upset at the movie. And let me see if I can find the statement that one of the brothers wrote. And we trying to get our brother on the show because we had a member on our show. We had Brother Jesse Muhammad. I think he go by another name now. We had Brother Jesse Muhammad on our show many, many years ago. He was on my radio show, and he did a great job. So let me see if I can track down that post that somebody wrote. Let me see. Okay. So I want to read it. Brother Gerard, he wrote this on a day ago. He said 3 Caucasian actors on the left side of the image of Jonelle Hill, writer and main character Julia David, are all of so-called Jews in real life. However, there were not one Muslim in the Nation of Islam that participated in the making of this movie to make sure we had accurate representation. That is in itself shows that it's an ulterior motive. They attempted to deceive the watchers of this movie to think about it was fair and balanced. However, the misrepresentation by the so-called Jews were approved by their own members. The misrepresentation of the Nation of Islam in the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan was not viewed or approved by any active member in the Nation of Islam. This movie had a satanic agenda from the very beginning by having a homosexual sister stating that she imagined the only black president who is proudly married to a black woman as a drug-abusing homosexual who uses drugs as a cover-up for his homosexual practice. Then you have people who do not claim to be Muslim in real life defending Islam in the weakest way while stirring up division within the Sunni Muslims in the Nation of Islam. I couldn't get through the first 24 minutes of the movie, and all of this happened within that time. The fact that the Nation of Islam have no real representation, but those satanic fake Jews have their hands all in it, make it discredited. And so I'm hearing this stuff, and I'm hearing all the type of stuff when it comes to this. I still have kind of issues with the Nation of Islam in this regard because they automatically have something to say towards the Jewish community. I would love to see Minister Farrakhan sit down with rabbis publicly. I would love to see a town hall meeting where we have representative from the Nation of Islam, representative from the Jewish community, sit at a table and they live stream it and they have a conversation. Because when I was talking, when I was reading up on this situation, it was a brother, forgot his name. He's a great professor. He works in Harvard. If y'all know his name, let me know. He used to criticize President Obama. If y'all know his name, post his name. And he was saying he was having a conversation with Minister Farrakhan, and he said it's just different type of Jews. You got the conservative Jews, you got the liberal Jews, you got the it's different types. And so, but just grouping the Jews in one box is just it's wrong to do because there's different types of different ethnicity in the Jewish people. And so I agree with that type of statement. I understand where Minister Farrakhan is coming from. I just need more of a clear understanding of his disdain or issues with people in the Jewish community. And I will also love the Jewish community, the rabbis and representatives from all of that organization, to have a conversation with Minister Farrakhan, and they sit at a table and they sit down and they talk about these issues, that whatever issues that are affecting their community, and having all these understanding. And so, yes, I would love to see that. I would love to see, because one of the main criticism that Minister Farrakhan get, he criticized the Jews and a lot of things. Yeah, Cornel West is his name. Thank you so very much, because that's what Cornel West had a conversation with Minister Farrakhan. And so he said something about the Jewish people back in the 80s, and it's been following him all the way up to his old age. And so a lot of things that he said about the Jewish community was taken out of context. It wasn't the full statement. And so a lot of people do that to the minister. And what they do is they take a sound bite of a 60 seconds or 30 seconds of a 2-hour speech, and they run with the headlines. And that's the power of the media. What they do, they take little sound bites of it. And that's why the Nation of Islam have their own newspaper where they can give out their message as well. So, but I highly suggest that Minister Farrakhan and also the nation, Minister Farrakhan and the nation leadership and Jewish leaders as well, sit at a table, live streaming, and let's have a conversation. But we must always feel in this world where we should be able to talk about each other. Because like I said, I love the Jewish community. I love my Black people. I feel like we should have, because we have some things in common. We had our own struggles as a people. And I think that we should sit at a table and have these type of conversations. And I think it would be wise to do it, because not only would be wise, because it would teach me as a young African-American to hear leaders of both sides having these in-depth conversations. I think it would be definitely great for that when it comes to stuff like that. I would love to hear where they're coming from, and also where the minister is coming from as well. And like I said, I'm a huge fan of Minister Farrakhan. As a young black man, I look at Minister Farrakhan as as a leader, as a spiritual leader. And every time I watch him, I learn something new. I learned something new when he was talking about Gaddafi. And I remember I researched Gaddafi from Libya, and everything that he talked about is backed up by facts. So I love listening to the minister. I don't agree with everything that Minister Farrakhan says, but when it comes to black people and owning your own properties and owning your own land and learning how to respect your people, respect your black women, working, don't get into debt, and don't let debt be your slave. I agree with all of that. And so, I love it. And many other days I've been trying to like go to the nation and see them in person. I'm still a sanctified Christian, but I respect Minister Farrakhan in the nation. And my uncle was a member of the Nation of Islam for many, many years. My cousins actually attended the school that they had for the Muslim children. My cousins went there when they were kids. And so they had their bow ties. They were real supporters of Minister Farrakhan and also the Nation of Islam. So it's in my blood, to support that organization. And like I said, I grew up in the south side of Chicago, the headquarters on Stony Island, and they would come in Inglewood. They would talk to the brothers and sisters in the neighborhood. They would pass out bean pies and final call newspaper, and they're very respectful people. And I respect that. They come in the neighborhood and they demand attention. I've never seen black people just come in the hood and the hood just give them the ultimate respect, bow ties and clean and everything like that. I respect that, to see that the minister is have his followers well trained, and I love that. I love to see that from the Nation of Islam. And like I said, this movie, you people, I understand the nation and why they're upset about how this was brought out. Now, I'm going to go to the other topic, but again, I did laugh at you people. I was cracking up. It had some funny moments. But you also, when you're laughing, you also have to look at the message that the movie is trying to tell. And so when I listen to, and then when I rewatch it, I'm like, oh, I see the type of messages. Okay, I get it. I understand it. Okay, all right, I get it. But you have to be very careful. But I was a fan. I'm still a fan of the movie. I'm a fan of Eddie Murphy. I'm a huge fan of Eddie Murphy. I love me some Eddie Murphy. I love me some the London girl. I love her. She's beautiful. So I love it. And so again, and I will continue to support all of these type of things. And I will never stop supporting black content creators. I think I love it. And so I love it. I would love to. I think someone asked me, who is your dream interview that you would like to interview? I would love to interview Minister Farrakhan. Minister Farrakhan, I would love to interview the minister, because I have so many questions to ask the minister. I would love to interview the Minister Farrakhan. Like, I love that man. I respect Minister Farrakhan, and my cousin, when he said all you listen to is Minister Farrakhan speeches, his the time and what must be done. He did a whole series, and I would be watching it for hours and hours and hours. He said, all you watch is Minister Farrakhan, and I would blast it in my house. I just love to hear that man talk, and I love to hear him, and I would listen to him religiously about it. Like, one thing he said, do for self. And I love that. He said, brother, he said, we as African-American people should not continue to beg the white man. We should create our own opportunities, and we should support our own institutions, and we should put the dollar and circulate the dollar. And ever since then, I have always supported Black-owned businesses. Even in my company, with my show, I make sure I get a Black designer, graphic designer. I make sure that I help out with that. Got a friend. He have his own travel agency. I book trips. I'm now going to book some trip through his agency to make sure that my dollars circulate with Black people. I love it. My insurance lady is Black. My tax lady is Black. My attorney is Black. I love dealing with Black people, and I have great interactions with dealing with having I bank Black. I love that as well. I love that support as well when it comes to supporting Black people. I love that. And so I've learned that a lot from the Nation of Islam. I've learned that of supporting. Don't be ashamed. Research your culture, and don't be ashamed of being Black. Don't be ashamed of being yourself. Don't be ashamed of being Black and beautiful. And so, but when I love that about the Nation. They research topics. They give you a history lesson. They talk about the Bible. They talk about the Quran. They talk about these things, and you leave there inspired. And one thing about the Nation that they did get criticized for, I could take down you people because we talk about the Nation. I love the Nation because the Nation at one point was at the highest of million. It had a lot of followers at one point, but due to the whole division with the Honorable Elijah Muhammad, peace, and also to Brother Malcolm X, when they had that whole division. But this is the thing that they failed to tell you about. This is our Black history, and also the Honorable Elijah Muhammad need to be respected on Black history because of the Honorable Elijah Muhammad for being the leader of the Nation of Islam. Leaders was birthed out of the Nation. You had the Brother Malcolm X, you had Muhammad Ali, you had Minister Farrakhan, you had all these great, powerful leaders that Brother Nui Muhammad, all of these leaders came out of the Nation, and Black households thrived under the Nation of Islam because they always believe in supporting self. And that's something that people don't really give credit to the Honorable Elijah Muhammad. When you talk about powerful historical figures, Elijah Muhammad, the Honorable Elijah Muhammad, name don't even be discussed in that type of conversation. People need to realize when Dr. King, he met with the Honorable Elijah Muhammad, and then after that meeting, Dr. King really started talking Black and really sound Black and beautiful and all of that. After the meeting the Honorable Elijah Muhammad in his home. And so, a lot of people don't give the Honorable Elijah Muhammad enough credit about, because his program, he produced this, that, he made sure people were able to eat. He brought in fish. They sold items, and he used the members to have the business thriving. Drug addicts would get it off drugs, and that was a threat to the higher power. And not only that, Malcolm X, he was a great leader of the Honorable Elijah Muhammad, great leader of the Nation. He demanded attention. Like, many people follow Malcolm X, and they couldn't control Brother Malcolm. They couldn't control the Honorable Elijah Muhammad. They could control those entities. So he wasn't where we can control these people. They have their own independent thought process. And I love that. I really, 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 really love that. And I think that we need, on this day, need to research the Honorable Elijah Muhammad and all of his successes and how he helped take the Black community to another level, awakening us and getting us into that knowledge of self. And so make sure y'all research him. If you haven't researched him, read about him. He's very interesting as well. Definitely as well. So I love that. I love the fact that of that type of way. And just like when Brother Malcolm, a lot of people don't understand that it was a division because the federal agencies, I'm getting real kind of deep here, they were a part of this stuff. Many people don't even know Brother Malcolm was poisoned. Brother Malcolm tried to go to France, and they would not give him, they would not allow him in because they were afraid that if he go to France, that they didn't want him to have his life being taken out there on their soil. And so, in the Nation, they wasn't overseas. So so it's a bigger power in there. And Brother Malcolm, he was actually communicating with African leaders. He wanted the international to call America to the forefront. He was organizing African leaders to apply pressure to America on their segregation laws, on their Jim Crow laws, all that type of stuff. So Brother Malcolm, he wasn't just a figure in the United States. Brother Malcolm had an international mindset that he wanted to bring a coalition together to especially these black nations to say, hey, y'all need to apply pressure to America because your people are your cousins or brothers in America is suffering under this white supremacy hand. So I love that about Brother Malcolm. And so he's one of my favorite figures that I look up to and that I honor and that I respect. But when Brother Malcolm ended his relationship with the Nation of Islam for whatever reason, he ended it, and I can break that down on another day. He wanted to go back into the Nation of Islam. He requested to go back into the nation before he was deleted. As because some of these words we can't say, but before he was deleted and taken out in front of his family, he requested to go back into the Nation Islam, and what I'm hearing from different people, even from Minister Farrakhan on words, that Brother Malcolm was searching. He was looking for something. He was looking and he wanted to go back home because again, the nation made Brother Malcolm and gave him a voice and gave him a platform and the knowledge and understanding to take over the world. But of course, you had an unhidden hand that didn't like that, and what they did was that unhidden hand said, okay, we're going to prompt up Brother Malcolm and make him the leader of the nation and cause friction with Elijah Muhammad. And we can call friction. So let's boost him up and it cause friction. But that's the unhidden hand that people do not discuss. And many years later, that, the people that was accused of taking out Brother Malcolm was not members of the nation. The people that was accused of taking out Brother Malcolm that was actually charged years later, now their name is getting cleared that they didn't even have nothing to do with it. And then the person that actually had something to do with it, he actually named the people that had something to do with it. So these are the type of conversations that people ain't ready to have. And on that particular day, was no guards, no police officer, anybody around as well. So that's why you have to research and do your understanding and research Brother Malcolm and research his success and what he accomplished and what his life could have been. But just imagine his being on earth for those, I believe he was under the age of 40 because he didn't reach 40 yet. Neither did Dr. King. They left an impact on this earth that now me at 32 years old, I'm still reading and learning and getting inspired by people that walked the earth 30, 40 years before I was born, before I was came on the scene. And I'm still learning and reading about Brother Malcolm and reading about Dr. King. And these people, they were young men. They were under the age of 40. They left such of a impact. And so a lot of people say, oh, wait till you get old. No, do it now, because Dr. King, he was a young minister. Malcolm X were young, and they both died young. They died under the age of 40. They didn't get to see 40, 50, 60, 80, 90 years old, any of that. No, they died at a young age. They were young. And a lot of people don't know, like they were young. And so, that's what I'm saying. Like, you got to understand that. And that's how it is. And so, and we're still yet dealing with a lot of social issues in this country. Yes, did it get better? Yes. As African American and living in this country, things did get better. But is there still some issues that we're still fighting and battling with? Yes. Because I'm not one of those African Americans that would say, oh my God, it's just so bad for me being Black in America. It is some good things about being in America. It's some certain rights that I have that my ancestors fought for me to get. But it is the other things that of my generation we have to do. We have to build on the work that our ancestors have done, because now, are we talking? We're going to get to each other talking. I'm talking. The courts have pulled back some of the successes that our ancestors fought so hard for. The Civil Rights Act, the Voters' Rights Act. So they kind of gutted that. And as you see, a lot of these Republican states, They're trying to go back to having these laws to discriminate us, to make it harder for us to vote. So that's why we must continue the fight. We must continue to elect people in office. We must continue to apply pressure to these people because they don't want us to have the rights that we have now, because they know that we are already growing economically, spiritually, politically. So they're just trying to snatch back the rights. And that's why we must be aware of our surroundings. We must be aware and call out these politicians, the Democrats, the Republicans, all of these folks in power on all levels. And we must do that. We must continue to support our Black businesses, our Black companies, our Black brothers and sisters, and continue to circulate that dollar, because they're trying their best to take us back to Jim Crow. They're trying their best to take us back to those areas. Look at what they're doing in Florida. And when Ron DeSantis took away the books and told teachers, if you teach this Black history, that you can get felonies and get thrown in prison. So a lot of the books is being removed from the shelves and the libraries, because they don't want their white children to learn about Black history. They don't want their white brothers or sisters to learn about slavery, the civil rights, and the Reconstruction. They don't want them to learn about any of that, and not even about Dr. King. So, that's why voting in these issues matter, because you get people like Ron, which is a stumped down racist. All right, he's a very racist man. He's very racist, and he want to pull back and for us not to teach our history. All right, our history is American history, and no matter how you try to take it away, we still is here. We still here. We ain't going nowhere. All right. And our history is important. And that's why my Black sisters and brothers that have children, teach your children at home about their history. Teach them about Malcolm X. Teach them about Harriet Tubman. Teach them about Fannie Mae. And teach them about so many of these other people. Glennon Brooks and all of these people. Teach them about their history. All right. Because it's definitely needed. Okay, teach them about your history. It was a quote that if you don't learn from history, you are doomed to repeat it. All right, so learn from history. Learn your history. All right, and there's so many people need to understand, like, Black history is American history, and I love our history. I love our Black people. And I will continue. And on my channel, even though I have to talk about things that affect my personal life as a Black man, I have to talk about it in Black history. Absolutely. Definitely have to talk about it, about history. So I know a lot of my content creators, they don't really talk about history at all. We had Lovelyti. She was talking about Tyree. Hold on, that ain't Lovelyti. I ain't got Lovelyti picture up, but she was talking about Tyree, right? And she did a whole video about Tyree. She did an entire video about Tyree, and the video was demonetized. Like, she couldn't get any money from that video. And I want to tell Lovelyti this. I need somebody to screen record this to Lovelyti. Give me a second. I'm gonna wait till y'all screen record. Get your screen record. Get your phones ready. I want you to tag Lovelyti in this. Lovelyti, don't give up. You are a leader in our community. You have influence. You have talent. You have a voice. Don't let your you to be not get paid to stop you covering these hard button issues, these social issues, because your voice matter. Your people, they super chat constantly, and also raise more money and say, hey, y'all fund this when I talk about these subjects, because I don't get paid through the Google, but I can also get paid on the back end on the Cash App, super chats, and many other things, because your voice do matter. It is an issue and a problem that we can cover so many other celebrity gossip issues, but we can't cover the real tackling issues that are affecting our society. So definitely don't give up, Lovelyti. Continue to do it. Continue to cover these issues that can be very hard to discuss, but it's issues that we do need to discuss and to talk about these type of things. And so that's what we have to do when we come to this. We have to discuss this as well. And if you and I love the fact that you cover it. Like Lovelyti, you're one of my favorite content creators. I add you on the list because your reviews are everything. I love your shorter videos when I can catch it. Your breakdowns are spot on. You're eloquent. You are intelligent, and you always give me that journalist type of vibe. When you are breaking down a story, you come from a journalist type of view, and you give your opinion. It's not too salacious. It's factual, and it's clear and concise. And I thank you for that. And so we may not always agree, but I can say this, sister, don't give up. You started a trend on your YouTube channel where you had people on your show. I mean, you talk about stories about somebody that was missing, and you cover somebody that was missing in Minnesota, and you covered them on your show, and it was incredible. And so I love the fact that you're covering talented stuff on your show, and you're covering stuff on there. And I love that you're covering it on your show. I love that. I appreciate that as well. Okay. Because you get the cash apps, you get the super chats, and to have them give more, you could definitely do that as well. Okay. All right. So don't stop. Don't stop. Believe it. Don't stop. Keep doing it, girl. I love you. Okay. Give me a second. I believe this Friday, the super trailer of Chasing Dallas is coming out. This Friday, you guys. The super trailer of Chasing Dallas coming out this Friday. And I'm excited to see the super trailer. I'm excited for the entire cast: King Dior, Trey, Robert, George. I met Robert in the club, and I don't know if the woman, he was with a female, and I said, you on Chase today? He said, oh, yes, I am on Chase. I said, you're beautiful. Because I know these people, and I come up to people. I'm not a shy type of person. When I'm about my business, I know how to walk the room and everything like that. And I'm looking forward to the show, and I'm networking out in the street, and I'm outside. Okay? And so the super trailer is coming out, and like I've already committed of covering the show every single day on my channel. I mean, every week that it come out, covering on my channel, having these conversations, interviewing the cast, having a great time, interviewing the cast, and doing this type of stuff, and really doing this. And I love the fact that I put a lot of people onto the Chasing franchise. Thank you, Peaches. Put them onto the Chasing franchise, and I will continue to put people on because I am an influencer. It's my job to put people on great things. And so since I have some popularity, since I'm famous, I use my fame for great things. And so like my mom, this weekend when I'm in Chicago, she's going to be she wanted me to talk about her book, her children, a coloring book or something she had. And so you come on my show for free. I have a show, and so people can buy it. And I want y'all to bombard her store that she have on Amazon. I love it. And so I can't wait to Chasing Dots come out. We do want to host the show. And like I said, this is what we're going to do. I do want to host the show. Let me see if I can call Dario. Give me a second while we live. We live. Let me see. I think we live. Oh, man. What is his name? What's Dario name? Child. I just spelled his name wrong. I want to call him on the air. Y'all got to hold on. I'm trying to find his name. I know it's Dario, but I got to, child, I forgot how to spell it. I forgot how to spell it. Hold up. I can hit him up on right now. Okay, let me see if I can find it. Okay, yeah, that's how you spell it. Okay, I know I spelled it wrong. I got it now. All right, I got it now. Ooh. Let me see. Yeah, thank you. I got it now. Thank you. Let's see if he answered. Okay, I'm gonna share her coloring book. I'm gonna share. Let me see if he answered. Thank you. Thank you, Peaches. Love you. Thank you for that. If he answered, you guys, we live. Okay. Okay. Hello. Okay, he didn't answer. So let me call my mom because she got a children coloring book. Let me see if my mom can talk to y'all for a second. She got a children coloring book. Let me see. We live. This is my show, so I can call my mom anytime. If she answered, she probably sleep. Oh, hey, Mom, I'm live right now. They want to know about your children book that you have on Amazon. Is that still available? Your children coloring book?
Yeah, it's still on there.
Oh, it's still on there. So make sure you send me the link to your Amazon so I can do it as well. Say hey to our audience, Mom. They said
hey.
So yeah, so I'll post your link in there so they can buy your children book. So I'll be your coloring book so I can buy one as well. All right, Ma, I'll talk to you later. I just had to call to ask you that. Okay. All right, bye. Okay. So yeah, so once she sent me the link home, do I have the link? She probably already texted to me on one of these devices. I got like 2 phones. Let me see. Hold on, where we at? I want to see that she texted to me. I'm going to find it and I'm going to let y'all see it, okay? All right. Because I know, hold on, where is she at? Oh, I think it's right here. This was the Halloween one. Let me go to, she did a Halloween one. But let me see what the rest of them, I'm going to find it for you. Okay. I'm going to find it for y'all. Okay. All right. I'm gonna post it in there because I think I'm gonna post it in there. Okay. Okay, I'm already put my request. Okay. So yeah, so I had to call her and everything like that. Oh, child, that fan is blowing up my allergies. Oh my gosh. My allergies. Oh man, because it was hot in this house. Okay. Kidor, hi. All right. Okay. So he said he already have a host for Chase in Dallas. So we're gonna have to have my followers reach out to Ardario because Wiley should be hosting that reunion show. And I've already and listen, I've already negotiated with Ardario. I just sent him something. Let me tell you what I sent him. I said, cancel them. I'll pay to host it. Give me a price. All right, you can't beat that deal. I will pay to host Chasing Dallas. I will pay to host it, okay? And you know what I'm saying? I will pay to host Chasing Dallas. And I will actually pay the venue when you're going to have the reunion. I will pay for that as well. And let me just go ahead on host this reunion show, okay? I will pay for the venue. All right? So we making that request today. I will pay to host it. And my followers will match it. I'm putting $500 on it right now. My followers will match that 500. That's 1,000 right there, plus more. You can't beat that. All right? I win for hosting a show. That's on my resume. And y'all win for hosting a show. Okay? All right, so let me post my mom coloring book there. I want y'all to buy. I don't care if it's Halloween. I want y'all to bombard that store. All right now. So we will pay. Because I know the people that said you're not doing it, I ain't talking to you because you probably broke. You probably ain't got it. I'm talking to people that got it. Okay? I ain't talking about you if you broke. You need to join the prayer call so you won't be broke. No. I'm talking about people that got the money, that give. They don't never comment in the chat. Anything I need, they got it. How much you need, Wiley? Okay, brother Wiley. You gonna match that? I got you, brother. I ain't talking about people that ain't got it. If you ain't got it, don't even tell them you ain't got it. I don't want that in my thing. Just say, pray that I get it. Okay? Pray that I get it. Because if you ain't got it, you just sit in the corner somewhere and get on the prayer call so we can pray so you can get you some money. And my prayer going to be, Lord, put an idea in our heart. Work on her credit. Send her a job. Increase her business so we can bombard that. Okay? But if you ain't got it, you need to join that prayer call and say, you ain't got no money. All right? Okay? So we put you in that prayer call, rub you down with some blessed oil. Pray to God that God can put an idea so you won't be broke. Come through. Okay? Okay? All right. So that's what I'm talking about. I put you in a prayer call. Who need prayer right now? Who broke? If you broke right now, comment below, say you broke. And we're going to pray for you right now that God give you some money. Give you an idea. And work on your resume so you get you a nice paying job. We're going to pray right then and there that you get you some money. All right? So you can give to the Wiley Show. All right, Lisa, Lord, Father, God, in the name of Jesus, you know where she's on right now. She says she's broke. Lord, give her an idea. Give Dova an idea. Increase her mind right then and there. Let her run through entrepreneurship. Let her run through the idea of getting a loan for her business. Let her get investors for her business. Lord, give her an idea. Give her a skill set in Jesus' name. Lord, bless her right where she's at right now. Bless her in her sleep. Give her idea. In the dream, do what you did in Joseph when the angel spoke to Joseph in his dream. Give her a dream of an idea that she wake up, that she have money, and an idea that all her bills is paid, that she have money in her bank account, that she have brand new car, that she able to get a new house paid off for in Jesus' name. That she able to get it. That in time that she had to do something, that she got the money to do it. That her rent is paid. And all those type of things. In Jesus' name. In Jesus' name. In Jesus' name. Thank God. Amen. Now believe that. Every day that you wake up, you should have an idea. You should be thinking about how can you grow financially. All right? Put that prayer in. Like, Lord, give me an idea. Lord, bless my hands. Whatever I touch, that it turn into a successful economic financial stream. And believe God. Go into a prayer life and ask God to bless you with an idea, to bless you with an idea. So you don't have to be broke to bless your mind. And most of y'all got to stop watching a lot of this television, and all you do is watch television and reality housewives. Ain't nothing wrong with that because we're going to be talking about them in a few minutes. Get around and start reading books of leaders that had an idea, start a business. Surround yourself with that. Start joining social clubs and groups on Facebook of entrepreneurs. Get around people with money. Your inner circle shouldn't be that you around everybody in your inner circle is broke. Get around people with money. Get around people that is educated and that have businesses. Get you a mentor that own a hair salon or that own where they could buy dresses, et cetera, and get around those type of people. Like, don't just hang around people that is broke, ain't got nothing. Broke, ain't got nothing. I don't want my inner circle just broke. I can call people that got some money. They ain't broke. I was talking to Blue Skies. She got a business, and we're going to make sure we talk to her about her business she had. She got business, multiple streams of income. I like talking to people like that. Yeah, Wiley and all that got my business is thriving. I love talking to people that's thriving. I don't like talking to people all they talk about because they broke. They ain't got it. I need to talk about people that got it sometime. I want God to bring people in my inner circle. Everybody at the table can pay for the check. Everybody at the table, like, Mr. Wiley, I got an idea, I got a show, I need a couple of investments. We can raise $3 million at the dinner table. That is kind of the inner circle that I want. That's the kind of an inner circle that I want. That if I need an investment or a collaboration, I can reach out to this sister or that brother. Then you hang around with thriving people. So that is what I want to stand out right quick. Change. This is a new year. Everybody you hang around is just broke. You need to change your inner circle. And if some of y'all women that got good yoni, learn how to use that yoni to increase your business. You shouldn't be broke and you having all that sex. You shouldn't be broke and you got a yoni and you giving it away for free. You need to put that yoni for sale. Because if you just gonna be out here just giving it to everybody, put it on sale. Hey, y'all, got yoni for sale. $19.95 an hour. $300 an hour. You got to learn how to use your look, especially if you look good, good looking, smell good. You got to learn how to use that just to finesse these men and get you some money. What you looking like? You sexy and broke. I don't like to see no sexy broke person. You sexy and broke. Giving all of your loaded for free. Make me work for it. You want to date me, Wiley? Invest in my company and all that type of stuff. Don't just be broke. You sexy broke. And sexy, but broke. Sexy folks shouldn't be broke. Now, I can understand you butt ugly. I can kind of understand that you out here, though. You get butt ugly. I can understand. But if you sexy, you shouldn't be broke. You better know how to, you better use that to get that. I'm sexy and broke. Get someone to sit down somewhere. You shouldn't be sexy and broke. So I'm saying that to you because a lot of y'all say y'all are broke. Most of us, if you're working, you need to sit down and learn how to manage. And we're going to get to Robyn in a second, but I'm on this broke stuff. Your money. If you're getting paid making $2,000 a paycheck, make sure your rent, bills, and everything, and make sure you could put a piece of it away in an account somewhere. So you won't have to always live check for check. And if you are a person, you have multiple streams of income, and you have another party in it, learn how to manage your money. Don't go out to rent a center and rent stuff. Make sure you save and be able to get that furniture, because when you rent, you're paying it 5 times over. If your credit bad, you know you're going to get that car, you're going to be paying for that car 20, 30 times over. So learn how to manage your money. Don't spend it all. Manage it. And if you don't know how to manage your money, you need to go and do a class on how to balance your checkbook. Because some of y'all making good money, but it goes out the window because you're wasting it on foolish things. All right? There's nothing wrong with buying a new dress, buying a new bra, buying some new pantyhose. Nothing wrong with that. But don't spend all your money buying all the expensive bikinis and Fendi and all of that expensive stuff. Now, let's put a picture up here for a second so we talk about being broke. Do I have it? I don't think I have my picture up there. So we go talk about Kanye West. And then we will talk about Kanye West. Now, how you doing, Kanye? Kanye West is an artist, entrepreneur, and all those type of things. And we love Kanye West. I think Kanye West is an incredible artist. I think that what he does is artist, but he's a bad politician because he decided to run for president. He didn't receive not one donation, okay? He didn't receive not one donation for his political 2024 career. So he didn't receive nothing, okay? So he decided to run for president, and nobody donated to his campaign. So he got to get it together, brother. That brother needs some help. He definitely got to get it together. Now, I thought I had her picture up here. Let me see. I thought I had her picture up here, but I didn't even have her picture up here. Give me a second, you guys, because it's somebody. I thought I had her picture up here. But better yet, I don't have her picture up here, but I'm just going to talk about her anyway. So about being broke. So Beyoncé, she announced that she going on concert. She going on tour. Them tickets is expensive. And I called Beyoncé out for those expensive ticket prices. And I may go to the concert, I may not. I'm saving my money up now if I want to go. But if you don't have I've known some people. I had a friend, he was an associate. He would pay his rent money for a Beyoncé ticket. And then the Beyoncé show is over, and he's begging people, oh, you got $300 I can borrow to the next payday because I got to pay my rent. I said, go ask Beyoncé. Go ask Beyoncé to pay your rent. Why in the world will you pay for a Beyoncé ticket and you didn't pay your rent? I've been to WrestleMania. I've been to Raw, WWE Raw. I've been to concerts, but I'm not going nowhere until my rent is paid. I'm not going to Chicago unless my bills is paid. I pay my rent soon as it comes to me. I don't care if it's 3 weeks early. I'm paying it early so it'll be out the way. I'm paying my light bill. I'm paying my phone bill. I'm paying my cable bill. I'm paying my bill. I don't want to be enjoying myself to come back and my lights is off. I don't want to live that type of life. I don't. And if you cannot afford a Beyonce ticket, don't go. Put away. And if you're the type of person say, hey, I want to go to Beyonce, well, put money away. Just like we going to Vegas on the first weekend in October, put some money aside for Vegas. Say, I want to come to Vegas. Okay, put some money aside. You got almost a year. So put some money aside for Vegas. And don't come to Vegas if you ain't got no money to feed yourself. Don't do that. Because that's embarrassing for you as you coming somewhere broke. Okay? So put some money aside so I got to do the same thing. Put it aside for your hotel, then put aside for your food and everything, for your drinks and everything, like for your Uber rides, everything like that. And then for the party bus that we're going to do, and then also for the concert. We go to a concert. So then put some money away. That's how you do it. All right? Because you got into October, and I want to see you there. So I don't wish I would have came. Why y'all didn't tell? We've been telling y'all for months to come to Vegas. Okay? All right? All right? But take care of home first, and then go out and enjoy your time. All right. So we're going to go to the next topic here. I just had this. You have to prioritize your stuff right then and there. Okay? Hold on. He said it's hold on. He said it's cap. Hold on. He said it's cap. Give me a second. He said it's cap. I said I would pay the amount. He said it's cap. It's not cap. Dario don't know me. He gave an amount. I said we would pay $2,500 to host the reunion. All right. All right. He said, Cap, we will do that. All right. To host that reunion. So we're going to keep negotiating with it. We want to host and we're going to pay to host it. And I already know the headline. Wiley paid the host. You damn right I paid to host this reunion. Because I understand the long-term goal. And my true supporters is going to donate and give. And y'all have already gave some stuff. We're going to put that together. And so y'all have already, some of y'all have already done it. And some of y'all going to continue to do it. And I need givers around me. When I need to hit that count. There you go. Some of y'all already done it. With readings and other type of stuff. And it's all about the exposure. All right. D vlogs. I know I got you for about a couple of $100. I already know you're gonna be doing that. I already know. I know today is the first of the month. I get that, but it's a whole lot of time. So when you get the money, you go out and do all that type of stuff. Okay. All right. So there you go, so very much. There you go, so very much for that. I love that. Put it in there. All right. Because I know you gonna give. All right. Okay. Yes. That's what I'm talking about. Giving is good. All right. I love it. And so we want to host. It's all about the exposure. And it's something I can put on my resume because it's something else I want to do. And hosting that will be awesome on my resume. Okay. So this is tax season, $2,500. I'm going to put $500 in there and then y'all match that to get the rest for that as well. And that reunion is going to be in a couple of months. And I will let y'all know about the update on there. I have a couple of $100 from the Atlanta. I mean, when we was going to go to LA, I still have that. And so I'll match that as well with that as well. So we would give y'all that final amount. And a couple of y'all wanted me to do readings. We already did that. So that'll come in there. So once I get the final tally, I will let y'all know that amount that we need to host that reunion show. Because I know y'all going to do it. Amen. Y'all going to do it. Amen. Y'all is going to do it. Okay. Okay. Now, we're going to go. I think we talked about everything in here that I need to talk about. And then I got another announcement to make. Let's talk about Robyn. Now, you guys, I got my notes here. And I am a huge fan of the Real Housewives of Potomac. Shout out to Monica from All About the Tea. I was on her panel with many of the professional panelists. And it was a great show. It was an awesome show that I was a part of that panel. we were covering the Real Housewives of Potomac. Now, I want to tell you, with her and Giselle and Robyn, they definitely got this podcast, the Reasonable Shady podcast. And I want to tell you this, that it is true that Juan did cheat on Robyn. And let's be clear, Monica have always said this for years, that Juan, Robyn's, AKA baby daddy, have been cheating on her. And when you go back to it, I'm talking about Juan and Robyn, they're definitely, many people have criticized them of being roommates, but they are. And the reason why he will not leave and live with his girlfriend, the blonde-headed chick that he's with, is because it's the bag to protect. So, of course, he's going to live up to this image that me and Robyn is still married, that we are still a happy house. We got sons. And the reason why he don't want to do that, he don't want to miss out or have Robyn to be fired from the Real Housewives of Potomac, making almost $1 million per season, and also in endorsement deals, and also the podcast. Okay, all that revenue that's coming on. Okay, because you already know Robyn is extremely boring. Like, she's extremely boring. She don't have that much going on. If you all remember back in season 5, during the pandemic, she was depressed. And a lot of y'all didn't know why she was depressed. She was depressed because Juan, her baby daddy, was cheating on her in the pandemic. And when a husband cheat on you, you get depressed. You cry. He cheated on her. And she didn't even want to get her funky tail out the bed to go get her kids, boys, some breakfast so they can do school, because they was doing homeschooling because of the pandemic. And her funky tail didn't get up because her husband was cheating on her. Husband was cheating on her. And it broke her down. She wasn't taking no showers. Her cheating on her. And she know he was cheating because the pandemic, everything closed, but those legs of that blonde woman that Juan was cheating on with. All right? So I gotta be clear with y'all in season 5 when they did that. Y'all remember in season 5 when Robyn did that role play in season 5, and she was looking like a robot, and it wasn't sexy. She had the deep voice. It was definitely like a turn off. Y'all remember when she did like this whole thing when she did the role play and all of that? Let's look at Disaster. Let's just look at it. Just look at Disaster. He looked at bored, like, oh my God, what is she doing? Because she tried to do everything to really show that she was all about her man, that she wanted to role play. Most women, they get cheated, they try to role play, make their voice different. He still look at her as trash. That he's not that, you're no longer desirable. So that was just definitely a disaster. Then you have to go back to, and you have to recall this back when they got a divorce in 2012. You have to understand that he cheated on Robyn in season 3. And if you all remember in season 3, he told a producer, it was on a hot mic in the closet, that, he ain't happy. He only with Robyn because he got the boys, aka his children, and that's the only reason why he is with her. So that had to have been very disturbing for Robyn, that your man is only with you because of the children. He never stopped cheating. Even when he was with Michael, he never stopped cheating. He never stopped cheating on Robyn. Juan was cheating on her in Vegas. Never stopped cheating, you guys. And like I said, this is not new. Monica from All About the Tea broke this story, and she put it out there that Juan got a girlfriend with blonde hair. And many people didn't want to believe Monica. They said, oh, no, Monica, we don't believe you an avatar. But that avatar was giving you real tea. And Monica is the founder and the creator and the owner of allaboutthetea.com. So she had been saying for years that this has been happening. And then when you go to Karen, that old chick, she cheated on her man as well. She didn't lie that she knew that Juan was cheating, even though she cheated on her husband, because a lot of times they cheat. You know what I'm saying? Get younger, attractive guys. You get these old men, they think ping can't work. So that's just how that goes. So she cheated on him as well. And I told Karen, I said, you was a trifling heifer. And I don't know if she blocked me. I don't know if she blocked me or not, or she unblocked, but I said she is a trifling heifer. I said, you are too old to be out here cheating, you heifer. And I said to her DM, I don't know if she blocked me, but she's a trifling heifer. Because my thing is that you know your man Ping can't work. And you out here cheating, that don't make, and then you cheating on him with a younger guy. It just don't make no sense. You are a trifling heifer, okay? And I just have to say that again on the record, okay? Definitely. So I'm glad that Robyn finally admitted that Juan is cheating. I'm happy that she did that. I'm happy because we already knew that. I'm happy that because when she was like sitting up there calling Karen a liar, Karen didn't lie about Juan cheating. Okay? But she's not about herself because, like I said, she's cheating on her husband. Cheating on him. That old man. Okay? This is all a storyline with Robyn and Juan. A storyline to keep that money running in. Because his checks ain't compared like Robyn's check. And I get it, Robyn. But sis, either you're going to keep getting the man that's going to cheat on you for a check, or say, you know what, F the check, I want peace. I want to date somebody that want me while I still got some youth in me. Doesn't make any sense. It's wrong. And let me tell you something, Juan, as a brother to a brother, and I want people to screen record this and send it to Brother Juan. Stop wasting Robyn's time and you want to cheat on her. Wipe her up, be a good husband, or end the relationship. Because it's wrong that you dogging out your son's mother by cheating on her. That's wrong, bruh. You are a pathetic man. Because a real man will respect and honor his girl. He will honor his son's mother. And if you say, I don't want to be with you no more, your breast is sagging down to your ankles, you got wrinkles, my peen don't arise when you come in the room, then I'm going to end the relationship and move on with my life. Because I guarantee you, Juan, if the shoe was on the foot and Robyn was out here cheating on you, dogging you out in the streets, you would have left her a long time ago. And that, sir, you need to be a good leader to your children by showing example. I don't like mama no more. She don't do it for me no more. And I'm going to end the relationship. Don't stay with her because of the children and then you want to cheat because you have already left her. End the relationship completely, sir. And if you want to sue me, go ahead and sue me. We'll talk about it in the court. And I'm going to say, Your Honor, he can't keep his peen under subjection. All right? You getting up in age. I can understand if you was 20-some years old, but you in your 40s and your 50s, and you acting like you 20-some years old. You're no longer 20-some years old. In the Bible, it said, when I was a child, I spake as a child, I understood as a child, but when I became a man, I put away childish things. When you get to a certain age, you start developing gray hair. You're supposed to develop knowledge and wisdom. You don't supposed to continue to sow your warrior oats, and you have a whole family out there. That's wrong, and that's pathetic. That is wrong to do. That ain't right. That ain't cool. Okay? That ain't cool to string along a woman and knowing she want to marry you, but you don't want to marry her, but you just stay connected with her and got her pregnant and all of this, and now you want to move on and live your happy life. Well, you should have did that and didn't even bother me in the first place if you knew you couldn't stay with me only. And a lot of women, black, white, Chinese, whatever race, they're tired of dealing with no good, trifling men. It's wrong to do. I've seen many women that get into these marriages for those that do get married, they wasted years and a husband just cheated on them for the majority of the marriage. That's not living life. And women, don't bring down your self-esteem just to have a man and you allow him just to cheat on you all day long. No, have some type of a standard. Have a type of a standard that say, baby, if you want to be with me, you got to be with me only. Now, if we have an open relationship, then we have that open relationship type of conversation. But if you know we're not having an open relationship, I'm always about you being faithful to me, I'm being faithful to you, being faithful all around, then be faithful. But don't come around here befriending me, loving me, and then dump me or sleep with all type of people around me. No, that ain't cool. That ain't cool like that. Okay? All right? That ain't cool. That ain't cool. So I enjoyed the podcast. I love the podcast. I'm going to listen to it more. And shout out to Carlos King. He said these stories aren't. Carlos, have a seat, sir. You are a pathetic man. And let me tell you why, Carlos. If I see you out, I'm going to come to you, brother, as a man. And just because you take stuff up your rectum, that does not, you still a man. And the way how you stole from Candy and try to steal the life rights of the Escape movie, you are pathetic. You are a snake, and you black, but you still a black snake. And if I see you out in person, I'm going to pull you to a side and say, brother, get your ish together. Because you get on that podcast, you want to talk about other franchise, but then you took your black behind and got on the phone with Candy and got in her ear and tried to steal her rights. And see, I'm going to call you out. I don't care that you got all this popularity and all that type of crap. You did a crap move, sir. And I don't care if you take 12-inch up your rectum. That does not negate the fact what you did, sir, was trash. Okay? It was pathetic. And you sit on your podcast like you got it all together. And you don't even pay your people fairly. So, I just had to say that. Now, I may miss out on an opportunity with Carlos, and that's okay. I'm just able to give my side of the story. Now, we're going to open up the phone lines, okay? Okay? So, we're going to open up the phone line because you know he took it up, and it's probably with a white man, okay? I heard that Carlos is a little white man. Most people in power, when they're gay, they date white men. It is because a lot of them date their oppressor to show everybody, oh my gosh, I got me a white man. I got me a white man. Most of them do that. Don Lemon, most of them, other guy that I just read his book. He did a show. He got him a white man. Most of them do that. I got me a white man. Look, I'm with Master. I'm so happy. I'm so happy. I'm black, but I got me a white man. They ain't got nothing in common. They just went, they dated black all their life. As soon as they get successful, I got me a white man. Oh, I'm so happy. I'm so happy. Oh, I'm with Master. You know, they get there. That's what they do. They get them a white man. All their life they date black, and number black, okay? And then they get successful and they date them a white man. They do that. I see them do it, okay? And it's be so noticeable, okay? And Don Lemon got up there crying with Tyree mother and got you a whole white man at home and don't even talk about race. Anyway, okay. We're going to open up the phone lines really quickly, okay? All right. RuPaul, white man. All of them, they definitely got white man. And RuPaul, mostly white people watch that every RuPaul Drag Race. Many black people don't watch that. That's so whitewash. You know, that's just how that goes. Most it's whitewash with RuPaul. I don't even watch that crap. I don't talk like that. That ain't my cup of tea. It's just so whitewash. Most white people watch that. Oh my God, look at these black queers. And the same black queers you watch, you don't even want them in your neighborhood. The same black queers you watch, you don't even want them to party with. The same black queers you watch, you don't even want them to have your pride. You call it white pride. And these same black queers have to call it black pride. And you don't even want to be around these same type of corporations and all that, but you get entertained by the black drag queens, okay? But in reality, it's a lot of races with a lot of the white gay community, all right? They don't see it for the black gays. At the end of the day, you are still a white man. You still have that white privilege, and they let it be known all the time. Okay? All right? I don't watch RuPaul. I don't watch that show. I don't even watch that show and stuff like that. I don't watch RuPaul Drag Race. That ain't. I'm not that type of person in the LGBT community. I don't like no RuPaul Drag Race. I don't like. I like the Pose. Was it Pose or Pose? I like that. Even though they had a ballroom like type of backdrop, but I love some of the storylines. I'm not a ballroom type of girl. You don't see me cat. I don't do all that voguing. I don't do. I go and watch, but I'm not paying to go watch because I'm not a fan. I'm gonna do it now because I'm networking my show, but you're not gonna see me cat. Like you're not. I'm just not. You're not. You just not go. I'm just not that type of person. I'm not. That don't piece me. I remember I went to a bar. I was home. I was ready to go. Cat. I don't all that yelling. Pat. Tears across the butt chop. They get mad. They mace you. Like I don't. Like that ain't for me. Chop, and they get mad. They want to fight. You know what I'm saying? So I don't like all that. I remember one time it was a ball, and the person had brought base mace or bear mace. That man sprayed the entire panel because they chopped him. And they sprayed the entire judges, sprayed them with mace because he got chopped. And when you get chopped, that means you don't win the category. He sprayed the judges with mace. So I'm not that type of gay. I'm bisexual. I'm not that type of guy that into the ballroom scene. I only go to interview. That's where the girls at. They're sexy. That's where the scammers are at. And I love being around my scammers. I love being around in that culture. I love it. 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 For the reason, the most sexiest guys are in the ballroom scene. And I just go there just to see the eye candy. Oh, thank you. Somebody gave a good cash app today. Oh, no. Somebody said just because they gave a donation. This person said just because they gave a nice donation. Thank you. So that's how that goes. Okay, schoolboy real. I'm not into that. You know what I'm saying? And see, the thing what I didn't like about the ballroom scene is that you dress so nice. Oh, let me see if I can stand up. Okay, you dress. Hold on. You dress so nice. And the ball gets shut down. You paying $50, $60 to get in. You buy all these outfits. Your house is good to go, and the ball gets shut down. Like, that's such a waste. You up in there getting ready, walking sex siren. You know what I'm saying? Vogue, and the ball gets shut down because it's a fight. Because somebody in the house, they pissed that they people didn't win, so they're going to shut it down. Or the promoters don't got enough money to fund the category, so they create some type of thing. Or it's a fire marshal said we got to shut it down because they ain't got enough money to pay the people, and so they create a lie and shut it down. So that's just how that goes, you know? So you got to be careful with the balls and stuff like that. Again, I go because the girls are there. It's a good networking to go. Like I said, it's definitely go. And so it's definitely going to be some fighting. And so if they have a ball, I would definitely go. Give me a second. Okay. Wow. Okay. Okay. Yes. Come here. Let me 1 second. Let me see if I can call somebody in the ballroom scene. Let me see. Let me see if I can call somebody in the ballroom scene. Okay. Who can I call that's in the ballroom scene? Hold on. Let me see something. Okay. I'm trying to find somebody to call that's in the ballroom scene. But yeah, I go. But like I said, I'm not a big fan of the ballroom scene. But thank y'all so very much. Now we got a couple of announcements to make. I just had to come on here. I'm gonna take the number down for a second because we have been nominated for an award. Okay, we have been nominated for an award, and I appreciate that. Well, on Christopher, yes, I see that we have been nominated for an award, and so I want to take y'all to if it let me go on the website because I've already voted for myself. I did, and it's only for United States only. I'm so upset about that because I have a huge fan base in the. I have a huge fan base internationally, and so I don't like it that the fans from my international side can't vote for me. Yeah, the fans cannot vote for me on the international side. Yeah, give me a second. The fans can't vote for me on the international side because it's only US based only. Okay. All right. So I wanted to show. Oh, okay, I can because I've already voted. Okay. Okay. So you go on the web. Let me post the website so y'all can vote. Okay. I'm gonna post the website right now and give y'all enough time to vote. All right. Okay. So I ain't worried about the picture. Y'all need to vote for me. Okay. All right. I sent in a picture. I could have sent them a better one. All right. So give me a second. I'm going to send y'all the website to vote. Okay. All right. You have to vote for every category. Even if you don't know the people, you have to vote for every category. You have to vote for every category because that's every single category you have to vote. Every single category. And just make sure you vote for me. If you don't know who to vote for, just vote for anybody. But make sure you vote for me. Okay. Give me a second. And I'm gonna post the members only link in here as well. Okay. All right, I put my mom book in there. Okay. Vote, 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 and make sure it's working as well. And let me put the members only link in here. Give me a second. I'm gonna put the members only link in here for our members only. Okay. Let me do the members only because I want to make sure we get that as well. All right. There we go. Okay, we got the members only. Okay. So make sure y'all go and become a member. Now, because we're going to do a members only. Let me see. I'll do a members only this weekend. So be on the lookout for that. Okay. We restrained our other members only. And I'm going to give it a quick little story time. I'm going to make sure y'all voted. And when you voted, make sure you post in there that you have voted. Okay. You have to vote in each category. Now, the people that I voted for in each category, I voted for Boss Babe, a Boss Babe of the Year. I voted for Jeremy. And I voted for Boss Babe Producer. I voted for Adario. I voted for Boss Babe Event. I voted for Adult Prime ATL. Boss Babe Media and Blogger. I voted for Conscious Lee. I love me some Conscious Lee. I voted for Boss Babe Singer. I voted for Chermel. I voted for Boss Babe fashion designer. I voted for Jay Amara. I think I say his name Jay or Ja. Boss Babe DJ. I voted for DJ on RHOP. I voted for DJ RHOP. Boss Babe business. I voted for Spiritual and Paid. Boss Babe independent platform. I voted for Signal 23 TV. I voted for Boss Babe fashion stylist. I voted for uh, Javan Gerard. Boss Babe event decor company. I voted for Star Stun Productions. I voted for Boss Babe host. I voted for Dominique Reddy. Boss Babe MUA. I voted for our guy. I voted for Boss Babe actor. I voted for Sherrod. I voted for Boss Babe web show reality series. I voted for Chasing Atlanta. I voted for Best Babe YouTuber. I voted for me, The Wiley Show. I voted for Best Boss Babe Activist. I voted for Jeremy. I voted for Boss Babe Actress. I voted for Tony Bryce. She's been on my show. I love you, Tony. I voted for Boss Babe Entrepreneur. I voted for Dominique. I voted for Boss Babe Podcast. I voted for none other than The Prelude. I voted for Boss Babe Creative Event Space. I voted for Creative Block ATL. I voted for Boss Babe Award. I voted for Rico with a K. That's for Best Boss Babe Rapper. I voted for Boss Babe Photographer. I voted for She the Camera. I voted for Boss Babe Production Company. I voted for Chasing Reality. Boss Babe PR. I voted for Kelly J. Boss Babe Vendor. I voted for Lit with Lloyd. Boss Babe Comedian. I voted for KO the Entertainer. I voted for Boss Babe Performance. I voted for Rico with a K. Boss Babe Influencer. I voted for Erica. Boss Babe Chef. I voted for Chef Lee. Boss Babe Hairstylist. I voted for Hair Physician. Boss Babe Social Group. I voted for Doe Affiliated Boss Babe Bakery. I voted for Cake by Patty. Okay. So that's those are the people that I voted for on the Boss Babe show. Okay. Those are the people that I voted for. Okay. Those are the people. All right. And I made sure people voted for me for YouTuber of the Year. And that's what we do. Vote for us on the YouTuber of the Year. That's what we do. And I think he's single. So I definitely vote. Oh, no. I got to vote for because he's single. I love voting for him. One day that's going to be me. Okay. So I've already voted. I got to tell my mom to vote for me as well. Give me a second here. All right. All right. And make sure you vote. All right. And so you have to vote for each category. Again, we are nominated for YouTuber of the Year. Now, let me do a story time, you guys. I went over my friend's house. We worked out in the gym. Oh, let me see if they want to go to the gym. Worked out in the gym, and it was already like icy outside. So I had to get back home. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, okay. I need to get home. So I called the Uber. Uber driver come pick me up. We talking. Oh, I should move in these apartments. How is it with credit? I say you should apply here. They real good. Blah blah blah. All that type of stuff is good. So I get to the get home, and as I'm trying to, it's slippery. So I go in my house, take a shower, get myself together. I get a Jack notification. Bing on Jack. I'm like, who is hitting me up? And he had hit me up on Jack. Let me see something. Give me a second. He had hit me up on Jack. I want to make sure I can read that message. Okay. Give me a second. I want to make sure I read the message right. Okay. So where is he at? Now, which one was he? Because all these people look the same. Okay, let me scroll all the way up. Now, I reached out to him on December 2nd, nothing. So on January the 31st, he said, "What's up?" I was like, "Okay." I said, I'm about to watch a movie." And he said, "I feel you. It's cold AF." And I said, "Actually, I like this weather." This is me. "Actually, I like this weather compared to my hometown, Chicago." And he was like, "I know. You told me a few minutes ago," laughing emoji. And I'm like, "Ish. Did I?" LOL, you must have 2 pages. Because I'm like, well, you must have 2 pages. Like I thought, like, I'm assuming that I said this on another page. He said, "No, I just dropped you off." LOL. And I said, laughing emojis. And I'm like, yeah. I'm like, oh, like small world, ain't it? I was like, yeah, it is. And I said, "You still out driving?" He's like, heck no. Okay. All right. I can't get into other conversation. That's private. But I'm like, what in the world is going on? Oh, man. So, I posted the whole catfish story on there. And T.S. Madison and Armand Wiggins reached out to this guy for an interview. I couldn't believe it. To this day, I was having a dream. I said, wow, T.S. Madison and Armand reached out to this person. Yeah, he dropped me off in an Uber. He was Uber driver. He's on Jack. I didn't even know he was LGBT because in my mind, I wasn't even on that. Wasn't even thinking about it. I'm thinking about how can I get across this ice to my apartment. So, yeah. So, to the catfish story, you guys. I was at the club. I went out to Marty's, minding my own business, buying drinks. And I see this female walk across to me, and I'm like, "Oh, she's beautiful." And I just went my hubby, in my room. My friend, he left his phone in the car, and so he had to get my phone to get the Uber driver, Lyft driver to come back. So I'm waiting on him. I'm just getting Hennessy, just drinking my Hennessy. And we go outside. We drink some more. I buy some more drinks. I meet different cast members, Robert, my other guy, Trey, and other people, Jay, and everybody I'm meeting. So we leave. I go to the Waffle House. My friend, he goes back to his house. I just eat the Waffle House by myself, eating. And then I go home, take a shower, lotion my body up, watching House of Cards. I get a bing on Jack. And I'm like, what? And I didn't even recognize him. I'm like, oh, you look for, he said, oh, he said, hey, he said, smile. And I'm like, oh, he must be want some. And I said, I don't know you. Let me see if I can read those messages. I'm not going to give his name right at this moment. I'm going to read the message. Okay. Give me a second. Let me see if I can find it. Because we live. We are alive, and I'm happy to be alive with you guys. So excited to see you all in here. So he said, smile. And he said, smile. And I said, what's up? And he said, you was the guy that catfished me. I'm like, oh. And I said, I apologize to him, for, what I'm saying, for catfishing him. I greatly apologize for that. So we have this in-depth conversation about, catfishing. And so on Jack, you can video chat somebody on Jack. So I video call him and we talking. And he said, Madison wanted to interview me about it. And Armand Wiggins wanted to interview. I'm like, oh, wow. So he told their name and I said, send me your address. So he sent me his address. So mind you, I'm streaming on my radio show. And they hearing this stuff in the middle of the night. And so I get in the car. I said, "Oh, I got to go grocery shopping because it's the weather going to be acting up. So I can go grocery shopping if he pay it. If he not showing, if he not going to show up, then I'm going to just go to grocery shopping." So he gave me the address, went to his apartment, beautiful apartment. He was butt naked, and we did what we did. And it took me 4 years later to finally able to get it in, and it was amazing. All right, I made sure that we did had an amazing session. And I stayed, I went to sleep, woke up, went grocery shopping, took me a shower, and everything. I felt really, really good. And that would have never happened if I've never would have went out in the club. But I went out and I saw him. I didn't know it was him because he was in women's clothing, and it was amazing. It really was amazing. And so, now I said, wow, it was amazing. And, I didn't need the catfish because I have a swagger. And so, well, why did you catfish, Wiley? Well, that's a good question. I catfish because I love doing it. It was addictive. It was use other people's pictures and everything like that. Insecurity issues and all of that. Yeah. But it went from that. I just love being another character. It was just so funny. It was everything. It was great. It was pretending to be somebody else. I loved it. I've catfished over 90 to maybe 100 people. Yeah. And it was like years in it. So, and I became a pro at it. And most of them, 99% of the guys that I've catfished, I've had an amazing session with. It was only one, and that particular person now was at 100% success rate because we definitely had a session with him a couple of days ago. So it's 100% a success rate that I have run, and I loved it. I don't regret it. It was great. It was my ping pick and everything. It was just somebody's face pick. And we spoke since then, and we text, and we're good. I've texted other people that I've catfished and I'm friends with and good and awesome with. I have recently just had a guy on my show that I've catfished, and we're good friends now. So that's just how it is. And so it was an amazing session. And we may do it again, but the weather has been acting up. But we may do it again. But I'm just quite interested that Armand and T.S. Madison reached out to that brother for an interview because he did T.S. Madison makeup. So Madison called him, "Hey girl, let's what Wiley do, catfish you. Let's talk about." She wanted to bring him on the show to talk about it. And then Armand Wiggins recording live from a secret location. He wanted to bring him on for an interview. Mm-hmm. And he did interviews with people, and the same guy y'all did interviews, we got it in. And I made sure I gave him the best that the Wiley Show can offer. I made sure I gave him the best, every inch, every lick, every kiss. I made sure to leave an everlasting impression. All right? Now make sure of that. Hit that nipple. I was excited because he was playing hard to get. I said, once you give me the address, I'm Gucci. We got this. All right. I was happy and excited and everything. So that's just how that goes. And so he reached out to me. I said, okay. Oh, you reached out to me? Okay, we about to get it in, bruh. And we got it in. Like, he got it in, and it was amazing. And it was great. And a lot of my fans got a front row seat in it. And so, it was great, and I don't regret it. And he said, "You're going to talk about this on your show." And he was right. I'm going to talk about it on my show because it's news. And so you're probably recording me right now. He knew me well. And he still slept with a blogger, and it was amazing. But Armand Wiggins wanted to interview him. Wow. This guy said he would never put me on his show, but he wanted to interview the guy that I catfish. Quite interesting. He said his name verbatim. He said Armand called him. He said T.S. Madison. Heavy hitters. Called about little old Wiley. Go interview him now and ask him how good was Wiley in the bedroom. Because you can't deny I have witnesses. We recorded it all. We know we recorded the video recording. Well, we did record some parts of it. All right. It was amazing. All right. Is he going to talk about on this show? Is T.S. Madison going to bring him down in the basement for Queen Supreme Court and all those type of things? Is that going to be part 95 in Surviving Wiley? I don't know. Yeah, radio silence. Armand haven't been the same since he took pictures with alleged pedo, took pictures with an alleged pedo. He haven't been the same since. He got that alleged pedo stench on him. So he haven't been the same. He haven't really went live. He haven't really broke no stories. He took that picture with that alleged pedo and he started acting secretive, started reading cards. He can't even get his thoughts together. After he took that picture, he regretted. So that's what his mind said. He do all the way to. So now he's trying to go through a spiritual detox and talking to them cards and stuff. But won't do no reading on Larry Reed. Won't do no reading on Brother Larry. Yeah. Okay? Won't do no reading on Brother Larry and address them rumors. He stopped dressing it. And then Brother Sean was addressing the rumors. And he stopped dressing it because Armand Wiggins gave him a shout out. That brother stopped doing reviews. So I know his daughter's going to end up being a little weaklings when they grow up because they daddy ain't got a backbone. And them girls got to be adopted. They definitely don't look like they daddy Sean. I look at them girls, I say, y'all adopted. Yeah, that mama, y'all mama, a hoe. She gave that yoni to somebody else. Them ain't it. That ain't y'all daddy. Y'all like that. He stopped reporting on it. Armand gave him a shout out. He shut down his whole commentary. Mm-hmm. Brother Michael, all he would talk about, we exposed him. He did a live. Michael got dumped by Armand. Then he went live. Didn't even watch his content. Michael. Yeah. Gave that man one shout out because he needed Sean as an ally. He said, shout out to Sean. I love his content. Shout out to Sean. Because he wanted Sean to stop doing commentaries on Larry because Sean was criticizing Brother Larry. And in our mind, shout out to Sean. Give him a shout out. But a couple of months ago, he said, Sean ain't my friend. I ain't got no friend. He ain't my friend. Mm-hmm. But Sean was using that massive platform criticizing Brother Larry. And he said, shout out to Sean. That's what he did. That's what he said. And then now we growing. And then now our mind taking my comments off my page and posting it on his Twitter. Because him and his boyfriend, all they do is sit and eat ice cream and drink liquor and watch the Wiley Show. We offer them entertainment. And when it's something that's being said that when something is being said, they got to post about what we're saying. Because Armand thought him posting comments of people that's watching my show that it's going to turn the public against me. Okay? It didn't happen. All right? It didn't happen. And we're doing a live about the female raps. We got that live coming next week. We're going to be breaking down about Ice Spice, about what she needs to do better. We're going to be talking about Erica Banks. We're going to talk about all the female rappers. We're researching them now. We're going to be tackling that next week. We've been on Larry Reed because he's been a hot topic. So that's going to die out next week because Tasha going to pretty much be done with it. And then we're going to call the police department. And we're going to apply pressure on that. And then he's going to get the lawsuit. So we're going to repick that back up once he filed these suits. But obviously that probably going to happen because he got a suit with Bishop Whitehead. And so we're going to talk about the female rappers, about what they need to work for. Because a lot of them are lazy women. Lazy women. We're going to definitely talk about it on next week. So we got a live that's coming next week. We're going to talk about it, okay? All right. We definitely going to talk about them lazy women because I'm going to give y'all a sneak preview because Nicki Minaj took a break. And that was the time for all of these female rappers to release albums, going on tour, waking up the streets. Every time Nicki take a break, it looked like female rap get really quiet. That don't make no sense. Y'all need to be out there in the studio, recording and going on tour. I told Erica Banks, and she got mad when I said it. I said, push back them Buffalo Wild Wings and hit that studio. You got a strike against you. You already chunky and you dark skinned. So you got to work twice as hard to make up noise in the industry. This ain't no time to eat Buffalo Wild Wings. This is the time while the queen is sleeping and not really producing music. You need to be out producing music and not busting down Buffalo Wild Wings. Okay? All the rest of the female rappers that was on that song, JT and others, that was on that song with Nicki, they all went away. They ain't doing nothing. Y'all need to be out here releasing music. And Cardi B, you on the phone with Armand gossiping about Tasha K and everything like that, and need to be giving some to your husband, and you on the phone for 2 hours and haven't released no album, but you can't even spend 30 minutes on a show with Armand Wiggins, but you get on the phone and you kiki and gossip with this drunk, and you can't give that drunk 30 minutes and give him a sit-down interview, but yet you will sit on the phone for 2 hours gossiping and talking and kikiing. I could do that with somebody else. Bring your hind part to my show so my show can go to the next level, because if Cardi B come on my show and co-sign, that will make more celebrities come on my show. And you know why I knew that you've been on the phone with him, Kiki, and talking about Nicki Minaj and dragging Nicki and all these type of people? Because you got a clout chaser, AKA drunk Armand Wiggins, came on his platform and posted that he was on the phone with you for 2 hours and 56 minutes. Why can't you spend that 2 hours and 56 minutes by producing and releasing a new album? You can sit on the phone and talk with a bottom that is a drunk that took a picture with an alleged pedo, and you got daughters and you got children, and you're sitting on the phone with a man that co-signed a pedo, and you on the phone gossiping about Nicki Minaj. You, my sister Cardi, is trash. You was on the phone with him for 2 hours and 56 minutes. Where your album? And then when you tell her to put out an album, I got to worry about my kids, watch my kids. But you ain't worried about your kids when you're gossiping with a bottom that is a drunk, that can't control his liquor. And you get on the phone with him for 3 hours, but won't come on that man's show. And when you came on his Twitter space, and when he posted the recording, and when you said, I'm only talking to Armand, 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 I'm only talking to Armand. He played that recording on his show, and you told him allegedly to stop playing it. But yet you want to get on the phone and kiki and gossip with me. But when it's time to do the show, I'm in my little office studio in LA. You can't come on my show, but yet you can talk to me in the dark about Nicki. And he out there can't even monetize off of that. And he's so desperate for validation of the Barty gang and the audience, he posted that screenshot of him talking to Cardi for 2 hours and 56 minutes. But you can't bring your stinking tail on his show for 15 minutes so he can get the clicks and views and get more of an introduction with celebrities. And so finally, he don't have to be in the shadows of Jason Lee. He don't have to be in Brother Jason Lee's shadows because Brother Jason dropped him like a bad habit, and Brother Armand the drunk got on his platform and he burned that man book to ashes. And he dumped, and Jason got a show on Revolt, and Brother Armand the drunk, while he was drinking with his mom with all that makeup she wear, and called me from Paris not to cover Jason. And that same brother got on his platform in that studio with them HD, crystal HD cameras, and he covered the same man, Jason Lee, and he told me he ain't gonna cover him because he's boring and trash. But he recanted that stance because we got the clicks and views and it was going viral. And he decided to get on the Jason Lee train. And criticized Jason, said he didn't ask the question. Cardi needed another interview. But you said you don't care if Cardi don't come on your show. You said all these things, but you were angry and mad. And then he posted a sleep emoji on his Twitter, got dragged, and deleted the emoji. Because the same man that he was around is getting wins on type of wins, people that he can only imagine of interviewing in his dreams as he sleep away the Hennessy and mix with the ginger beer. He can only imagine sitting on the stage interviewing these people. And then when he had the perfect opportunity interviewing somebody like Milagro, he got drunk. And used that Milagro Graham's interview to bash Nicki for not allowing him on Queen's Court. He used Milagro to bash T.S. Madison for not being on the Queen Court. And Milagro, in her most intelligent, wise, beautiful way, she said, I'm not entitled to be around Nicki. I'm not entitled for that. And every time he told her that, Armand went on a whole entire series about how is it, because he spent thousands of dollars, that these celebrities must come on his show. Your friend was in your shadow. Brother Michael was in your shadow for years, Armand. Washed your dirty drawers, cooked you food when your face was half frozen, did all these things for you, and you still rarely went on his show to help that man get to 40,000 subscribers, 50,000, 60, 100,000. You used him in your beginning stages when you need to scam the audience to start a record company that you never started. And then when that brother started making moves with Jack Wright, getting clicks and views, and started making moves with Tasha, and started making moves with Brother Jason, you had to end that relationship because in your words, you said, quote, your friends are not friends with Jack Wright. Your friends are not friends with Tasha K. Your friends are not on YouTube. But you forget to neglect the fact that that person was your friend. You talked about him constantly, but you were mad because your friend started to do things to look out for his best interests. And then you dropped Brother Michael. Yes. And you didn't like that Brother Michael was associated with Nick at Night. And so you had to drop him. The same friend when you had when you were broke, when that mama that you put on a platform when she got her new man didn't want you in a home because you like stuff up your rectum, and you had to go live with Brother Michael. And the same, brother, when you made it living in a high rise where you can't actually help your friend become the next top leading YouTuber, you said, did nobody help me? Did nobody do this for me? You got to get it off on your own boots and all of that. I ain't doing all that type of stuff. And then you dumped him. And now, Brother Michael, all he got to do is talk about Brother Wiley. But I tell Brother Michael, I said, Michael, don't address Brother Wiley until you address Armand Wiggins and give us the root of the issue of why did he drop you? And why do you think it's okay for you to rub shoulders with Jason Lee? So don't go live talking about Brother Wiley. Talk about Brother Armand Wiggins dropping you. That's more newsworthy. Those are the type of information that give you more clicks and views and more subscribers. Not you talking about Wiley. You did that before. You did a 55-part series. Didn't go nowhere. But we want to know about Brother Armand Wiggins and why did he drop you? And how did that make you feel? And when you go into those circles, do they mention Armand Wiggins? Yeah. That's what we want to know. So you can blab your mouth about me all the time, but until you address Armand Wiggins, you can keep quiet about me. Because you were dumped publicly. Dumped. So you address that, brother, before you address me. Dumped you like a bad habit. Replaced it you with Brother Sean. So go live, beg for cash apps, super chats. But you ain't going to address Armand Wiggins because he got you spooked and nervous. You can't even utter his name out of your lips. But you can utter Wiley all day. Utter his name about that mess and that drama before you try to utter my name. Can't even utter or can't even say it out your mouth. But you can utter, Wiley. You can just utter my name, utter his. Let the folks know what he did. Now he dumped you. All right. I just had to say that. Okay. All right. So y'all don't know who I'm talking about. Y'all ain't caught up. But Brother Michael know who I'm talking about. And if you sign NDA and they ain't number paper. NDA, it is hard to prove an NDA. That is a scare tactic for uneducated fools. NDA is for uneducated fools. It is a scare tactic. It's a piece of paper. That's for uneducated fools. You really can't even prove an NDA in court. They rarely bring that in court. That is a scare tactic. Oh, you signed an NDA. We'll go ahead. You have to prove your case. And the road they have to match up legally. And most of these NDAs are a bunch of bull crap. It can't even hold up in a court of law. And most of these cats not even going to sue you because of violating the NDA. All right? I'm obsessed with topics. I'm obsessed with topics. Ain't nothing but a scare tactic. Now, Nicki Minaj. Do we have Nicki Minaj picture here? Paul? Wake up. Do we have Nicki Minaj picture? I don't think we have Nicki. I think you deleted it. Yeah, you deleted it. Yeah, you deleted it. So what we'll do is we'll just bring Tasha K. We'll just bring her interviewing the accuser. But she was on the phone with Sister Nikki, gossiping, telling her all her business. And Tasha K know how to talk to women because she's a woman, she's married. Nikki must have shared some in-depth information to Tasha. And she must have slept on it while she was laying on her husband's chest. That's on the SO offenders list. And she must have called Sister Tasha and said, Tasha, I need you to sign an NDA. And Tasha K told Nikki, I'm not signing a NDA. So now Nikki, all she have to do, she have to spoon feed and cater to Tasha because she told Tasha K some damaging information that can embarrass her. And Tasha K got it registered in her TV studio safe. Any time that she needs to use it, she can use that information at any time. And you know how we knew that she signed an NDA? Is because Sister Tasha came over to the Wiley Show. And she said, Wiley, Nicki Minaj wanted me to sign a NDA. That's what it was. Hello? Oh, you had called in for the show?
Hi, this is Amy with American Senior.
Oh, come on. That's Amy. Amy, what you calling me for? All right. So, what is an NDA? Yeah. Thank you. All right, you gone, Paul? Thank you. You have a good night. I'm good. You're good. You got the place cleaned. You let the cleaning people come in because I had a company coming over. Yeah, I got it clean. It's all clean. And so I had company come over. I had to get it deep clean. So I already talked about this. I'm going to talk about it again. So our mom went on his station here on the 23rd, I think on January the 23rd, some of that nature. I didn't see the episode because I've been so busy. And so it came across my desk. He said, you must be real nasty to have a cleaning crew. I don't care if the place is filthy. If I'm paying you $300 to clean my apartment, you're going to clean it. So there's nothing wrong with that. And then the brother was talking. And he said on his show, Armand the Drunk, he said, I want a cleaning person too, but my man don't want no cleaning person. I also need a laundry person because I got a lot of dirty drawers and shirts and Fashion Nova clothes. I don't like folding. I need a laundry person. So how you criticizing me hiring a cleaning crew to clean my apartment and you want a cleaning person and laundry person? Ain't nothing wrong with that. But you're listening to my show and you took what I said and thought you was going to use that to embarrass me, but you can't use it to embarrass me because I said it publicly. It's nothing wrong to have a person to tamper and clean your bread basket in an apartment. All right? Ain't nothing wrong with them scrubbing the toilets, scrubbing your counters, deodorizing your apartment. There's nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with them washing the windows and dusting the light fixtures. There's nothing wrong with that. Putting a little fancy fold on the toilet paper. Nothing wrong with that. So when my companies come in, they come into a clean apartment. Thank you. All right? Little black boy, you're beautiful. Little black girl, you're enough. When things get hard, please put God first. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you. We at the end of the show. Appreciate all the love and the support from each and every one of you, all the subscribers, all the moderators, all the executive producers, our members, our Patreon family. Thank you. We will be going live on Patreon next week. And I'll let y'all be aware of that because we just be posting up on that. Thank you all so very much. I also want to give a special shout out to people buying t-shirts. We have a special going on. If you get $9 off of your order on Teespring. So if you want to contribute to that and say, hey, I want to go to Teespring and buy some shirts, please do that. Mm-hmm. Thank you, everybody that was giving on today, giving on the show. Thank you for your awesome support. And we got an awesome members only live. We got some more members only stuff coming as well. Thank you for those contributing by my mom's book. Make sure y'all go buy that stuff as well, her coloring books and stuff. Thank you all so very much. And so that's just how that goes. I appreciate all the love and the support from all over the country and also the world. Shout out to my UK audience. We're working on the UK stuff. Shout out to my UK audience. We're not doing an after show because I got to finish getting my house together. And we will resume our commentary later on the week. But shout out to all of my people. Thank you so very much for voting as well. Please, please vote, 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 vote. If you love me, you will vote for me if you live in the United States of America. Thank you so very much. All right. Little black boy, you're beautiful. Little black girl, you're enough when things get hard. Please put God first. Thank you. Please subscribe. Go to our Cash App, $ Marquise Wiley 28. Also, you can definitely come on again. We have the number if you want to text me any celebrity gossip stories, 972-674-9462. You're more than welcome to do so. If you want to be added to the text list, we text you directly anytime we go live. Text Wiley, Wiley, to 888-534-4939. Text Wiley to 888-534-4939. You'll be notified anytime I go live. TikTok, Twitter, everything at Wiley Show. We got some videos on the TikTok. Make sure you'll show us some love. You can also donate to our P.O. Box. That's 701122, Dallas, Texas, 75370. If you're sending any items, somebody send me this shirt and I'll put it on free of cost. Thank you. If you got a shirt you want me to rock and give you some free promo, you could do it at the Wiley Show, P.O. Box 701122, Dallas, Texas, 75370. Okay. If you got any books that you want me to read, send it to that P.O. Box. Got some water you want me to have, send it to that P.O. Box as well. Thank you all so very much. Okay. All right, we got all that together. And also we got the Cash App, $ Marquise Wiley 28. All the donations go right back into the platform. All right, we thank you all so very much for that. Any questions? Any questions? Happy Black History Month! Any questions for me? Any questions? And also, okay. Now, I want to say this with the whole Beyoncé. Beyoncé, that ain't her bodyguard. That's a clout chaser. These clout chasers get on TikTok and they do that to go viral. That's a cloud chaser. Beyonce ain't on no drugs, cloud chaser. He ain't got no videos. He ain't got no picture. He ain't got no clout. He just doing that to chase some cloud and stuff. Like lying on Beyonce. She ain't on no drugs, all that type of stuff. He just a cloud chaser. Cloud chaser. All right? That's all it is. Just like they had another person on there with Drake. She said she had sex with Drake, and Drake did this and did that, took her phone, snatched her phone. Another cloud chaser. And they get on there, they get on TikTok, and they get up there and they lie. Lied on TikTok, lied on Beyonce. All right? So no, she ain't on drugs. She good and ready to go on tour. All right? Thank you. Also, I was going to show y'all my high school ID. Couldn't find it. All right. I found it when I was a teenager in high school. My Chicago military ID. I don't know when I'm coming back to DC, but I will let you know if I come back. All right. We will be in, okay, I got to tell you about Dallas. We'll be in Dallas, Dallas meet and greet. That's on February 11th. So that is next weekend, February 11th, 2023, 3 p.m. Central Standard Time. Also, we have that would be that way. Okay, you a cloud chaser. Keep sending me the same stuff. All right, that would be that type of way. And then also we got a meet and greet in Vegas, October 6th through the 9th, 2023. Please email me for either one. Put it for Las Vegas meet and greet in the subject or the Dallas one, and you can do it. You can email me, and I'm gonna post the email address right there. Any questions about those meet and greets, you have to email me this email at WileyShowProductions@gmail.com. Okay. All right. We're definitely gonna have a good time. WileyShowProductions@gmail.com.
Hello.
I thought we was working out.
No, I'm probably going somewhere, but I don't know if I am.
Oh, you said what?
I was going somewhere, but now I don't know if I'm going.
Oh, you going somewhere? Where you going? Where we going?
Somebody else.
Oh, somebody house. We in the hole. So we go out to the because you didn't call me about the gym.
And good.
Oh, okay. So you was gonna go to somebody's house. Is it still slippery outside?
It's
Oh,
raining right now.
so you want to go to the gym now since you're not going nowhere?
Mm-hmm.
You want me to come over? We can drink or something.
If you will.
We could drink or something.
What are we drinking?
I'm about to go to the liquor store and get some Hennessy.
Yeah.
You don't want to drink? Okay.
Sure.
Okay, I see you there. Hold on. I'll text you when I'm on my way.
All right.
All right. Okay. Hey, I'm live right now. Hey.
What up?
How you doing, brother?
I'm blessed and highly favored in yourself.
Oh, you was on 106.3. Are you excited?
Yeah, I was. You know, it was decent. Like
It was-
they actually did an interview, so it wasn't even like
Uh-huh.
it worked out. It was real lit.
That's good. 106.3. And so when you gonna come on the The Wiley Show .8? Because you did a whole radio show interview.
Right, I just had to go fill it out, and I was super nervous. Like I knew I would be.
Uh-huh.
Now I know kind of like I can do you on Sunday. No.
Okay.
Because Sunday the baby Sunday.
Okay, we could do it.
I can do you on Saturday.
We could do it. I'm actually gonna be in Chicago on
You gotta
Saturday.
give it four.
You said what?
You gonna be in Chicago?
Yeah, this weekend. If my flight don't get canceled, but yeah.
Okay. What you doing? Well, we should link up.
Yeah, we definitely gonna link up. You in the hood, so I'm gonna have to bring my security guards.
Oh, well, like you know I got I got the gangsters on the block that know me, so you good with me.
Okay, I'm like, I'm with my friend. Yeah.
You know you do with me. This ain't my last name. You good. You gonna have to say my real name though. You can't say Rico.
Oh, yeah, I got it. Okay. We live. We'll talk offline about your real name.
You know my real name?
No, I don't know your real name. Why I used to know you.
You definitely know my real name because you called me by my real name. You just found out Rico.
Oh, wait. I don't remember.
Courtney.
Oh, yes. I can't wait to get you on the show. It's gonna be lit. It's gonna be lit.
I already know. You live now?
Yeah, I'm live right here. Hold on, let me let you see. Hold on. So you can see right now. How do I turn this around? So right now we got like 259 people watching. So this video probably gonna have like 10 or 15,000 views at the end, like when the replays and stuff. So yeah, we live right now.
You want me to do an interview now?
No, you could do it whenever, you know.
If you come this weekend, you can come to the store and interview me face to face.
Okay, yeah, I'll go to the store. I can meet your auntie and everything because I've never met her. And
we don't have to be set up in the front of the store. I'll set you up in the back. You know, it'll be real. It'll be away from everybody.
Okay, yeah. That's what's up. Okay. All right. I hit you up when I'm in the city, so you'll know. All right. Okay. All right. That was our Chicago friend. That is his name. Oh my God. Little black boy. Little black boy, you beautiful. Little black girl, you wonderful. Thank y'all so very much for y'all support. Little black boy, you're beautiful. Little black girl, you're enough. When things get hard, please put God first. Thank y'all so very much. Honor and privilege for y'all coming over here to the show, showing us love, showing us support. We not going live on station here. If I go out, I probably would do it. But I gotta finish packing. Okay, all right. I gotta finish packing. And yeah, I gotta finish getting myself together. Thank y'all so very much. Little black boy, you beautiful. Little black girl, you enough for things get hard. Please put God first. Thank y'all. This was lit. Crystal, love you. Love you. I see the laughing emojis. All right. Okay. They said pack home station. Oh, you just messing with you, Oli. So yeah, thank y'all so very much for y'all support. Make sure y'all catch the replay. Thank y'all so very much. Make sure y'all like the video. Gotta go. Love y'all. Love y'all. Happy Black History Month. Thank you so very much for the massive support. We will see y'all in the next live. Thank y'all. Deuces.